Hey, thank y'all for tuning in to another great episode of LaQuinta Chatterbox. I'm your girl, LaQuinta,
It's your girl Moso.
and we have an amazing guest today.
Mm.
We have Mr. Filmmaker,
Mm.
Mr. Nonprofit
Sometimes.
Organization, Mr. Dad, husband,
Mm.
All the
Demetrius Head.
above. All the above.
Thank you,
Live
thank
and
you.
in person.
Thank you for coming on and talking with us. So, you guys, today we're going to talk about the male perspective. On this show, I always get the woman perspective, how women feel about every topic, over the moon, under the moon. And today, I want to get the male perspective. We'll talk a little bit about everything, um, health, wealth. Got to talk about wealth when you talk about health. You know what I'm saying?
Health deals with.
Health is wealth.
That's right. That's
You
right.
You got no wealth without health.
That's liquid gold right there.
Yes, we're going to talk about family, the importance it is about raising children, how to raise children. And I want to get the perspective of a single a dad that I know of that has been a single dad raising children. Not only raising children, he raised girls.
Definitely.
Can you say it?
One of the most challenging times of my life, raising daughters alone without a village. You say you need a village to raise kids, but did it without a village. And like I say, that was just real challenging.
See, when people say without a village, then I want to get more on what entails a village.
Uh, Other assistants, friends, family, sisters, mothers, grandmothers, somebody that you can reach out to, lean on for advice or just a helping hand. Sometimes you just need a break. Come get these kids for the weekend. Give me a break. Like, you know what I'm saying? Something, but yeah,
So,
none of that.
what was the reason for you not having a village? Was it because you had people that passed away, or you had family that stayed in other states or stayed too far, or you just didn't trust like friends and stuff with your girls? Because I know having girls, you got to be really mindful on who you have around them.
Well, a lot of it was just
Wait, before you even get in there, because I know the story, but a lot of people don't. What made you become a single dad? That's something that they need to know because they may think, a woman just left the kids with you. They need to know what made you a single dad.
well, their mom passed away. My wife I was married to, my original wife, we was together for 18 years. From ninth grade, from the time I was 15 to I was 33. So pretty much from ninth grade up until 33 years old, I was with the same woman. We ended up having four daughters together. And she ended up with cancer. Had two bouts of cancer, and then the second bout didn't make it, and she passed away.
I'm
So,
going cancel, baby.
so it ended up leaving me with two teenage daughters, a 6-year-old that was special needs, and a 2-year-old by myself. Trying to figure out, hey, how I'm gonna do this? Like how?
And it wasn't easy.
Easy. I don't even know where to find that word in the vocabulary. That was
I want to come to raise
man,
kids
that
by
was,
yourself.
that was like one of the most challenging things I ever did in my life.
So if you had one thing to change other than having a village, what would it be with being a single father?
Mm, I think that's what it is. It is the village.
It was the village.
I guess more of by me having daughters and not having a woman around to when I needed a woman around for the women. So.
Because see, that's something that I'm intrigued on being a man, because they always say a woman can't raise a man to be a man. Just like I feel in my heart, a man can't raise a woman how to be a productive woman. He can only tell the parts that he know what he was taught, but he can't physically tell her how to be a woman. Do you think, your daughters had that absent to where they had to learn from the streets, or you think you did a good job in teaching them something that really you know nothing about?
Well, I wouldn't say I didn't know nothing about it. I think that's just too harsh to say I didn't know anything about it. Because you gotta understand with me, I was pretty much raised up with all women. See, on my mother's side of the family, me and my brother are the only boys.
Mm-hmm.
So I grew up with all girl cousins. I grew up with all girls. I grew up all my life was like all girls. So everybody I had was girls. So
So see, some when a man say he was raised around women, so he know how women think and he know about
Right.
a woman. But see, that's the same thing a woman say
She
about raising her boys.
Yeah. 'Cause
And then men are quick to say, you still
can't teach them how to be no man.
correct. I never said I can teach them to be a woman.
You say you know what it was to be a woman.
Correct. I knew more how women operate. I guess it's more because men lean more towards logic. We lean towards more the logic side when it comes to things in life. When it comes to problem solving, whatever we do, we lean more towards the logic side. Women lean more towards emotions. It's more about how they feel. Whether or not it's right or wrong, it's more about how I feel. We lean more, we don't care about the feelings. We about the logic side of it. So I think that's like the biggest difference because we can, as a man raising girls, you're teaching them more of a logical way of thinking
But
versus a woman teaching and raising a boy because she's not putting logic in him. She's teaching him to deal with his emotions. She's telling him to be raised with his feelings because she is an emotional person. So with that being said,
so I'm
wait,
I'm
wait, let me finish. I'm gonna let you go.
Okay,
So
okay.
that being said,
Play devil advocate.
I feel like that's a lot of reasons why we have these young men in these streets that's doing all this violence that they're doing. You can't control them because they are being raised by single women and they are emotional. So as soon as you hurt their feelings, even though these are men, as soon as their feelings are hurt, now I want to shoot you. I want to kill you. You stepped on my shoes, you hurt my feelings. You said something I don't like, you hurt my feelings. So the only thing I know is to react off my feelings and I have to kill you. And I got to shoot you. I got to have an emotional reaction instead of a logical reaction until I'm sitting down somewhere. Then I'm thinking about, but it's too late after that.
Okay, so I'm gonna play devil advocate as a single mother who raised 3 boys. With that, you saying men are logical and women are emotional. Emotion is a human thing. It is not a gender. And I think that's what people get. Logic is a human thing. Being able to think and being able to regulate your emotion is something that every human being should be able to do. It is not a gender role. And I feel like because we want to just say women are emotional and pull out the logic that they can't logically think about something just because I'm emotion, and the men are logical and they can't think logically because of their emotions. That's not true because you need both. You got to have both of them. It's balanced. It's like yin and yang. You can't be all logic just because you're a man. You can't be all emotion because you're a woman. You have to have both of them because we are emotional creatures.
But it's about what you lead with, though.
It's not about leading. You have to have both of them. It's not about leading because if you're only leading with your emotions, then you're missing something. If you're only leading with your emotions, then you're not going to be able to think logically. Correct. If you're only leading with your logic, then you're not going to be empathetic to something somebody's going through. So it has to be an even balance. Because as a single mother of 3 boys, before I had a daughter, I had 2 boys. I guarantee you, logic and emotion went hand in hand with me because I can teach you how to regulate your emotion, but I can teach you not to let your emotions overwhelm you.
That's right.
Because I've always told my boys, because we tell boys not to cry. This is my slogan for my boys. Cry if you must, be sad as you may, go through it, feel it, but get out of it. Don't sit in it. Process it. And that's a lot of things boys are not taught to process their feelings. Boys, don't cry, you a boy. But crying is a human emotion. So I don't think it's because women raised in emotion. I think because boys are taught to suppress their emotions. So when they grow up and somebody step on their shoe, it It's a shoe step. Why are you that upset about a shoe? When if you were taught when you were younger how to understand how your emotions work and how to regulate them, that shoe step, especially if it was an accident because we're in a crowded room, my bad. Okay, I understand. It's just a shoe. But if you're taught your whole life, because I'm a boy, I'm supposed to be hard, no crying. I don't care if I fall and scrape my knee and it's busted wide open. What you crying for? But a little girl fall and bust her knee. Oh, baby, it's okay. It's okay. So that's the disconnect. Because my boys will cry, but they're not going out there shooting nobody for nobody stepping on their feet. My daughter is logical, but she still know how to cry. So it's like I think when we take the gender role off of logic, who's logical, who's more logical, and who's more emotional, and realize that's instilled in all of us.
So for me, everything I'm hearing in your response is 100% emotions and feelings.
I never said that, but I'm still thinking logical. You're right. I gave you emotion, but I gave you logic. Because logically, everybody needs emotion and logic.
But right or wrong, I think this where a lot of men and women coming to a crossroads at. Because I feel like a lot of women ask men for their opinions or their thoughts about something. Then once he give it, instead of accepting it, y'all want to give y'all version of why the man should think this way or why he shouldn't think that way, because again, based on your emotions on how you should feel.
It's an opinion.
But if a man say, hey, if you a woman and you ask a man something about from a man's perspective, if a man give you that, that's for you to accept it. That ain't for you to turn around and tell that man, no.
Because that's her perspective.
That's a woman's perspective. You ask for a man's perspective. So if you either go accept the man's perspective or you not. But you can't tell the man, yeah, I hear you, but let me give you my woman's perspective about what you just said.
Devil advocate.
You know what I'm saying?
But you can't tell a woman because you give her perspective. Okay, you got to take it. It is what it is. It's called an open-end conversation. It's an opinion for a reason. It's not facts and it's not law. There's no data behind it. It's called.
No, wait. There is data behind it. And everything I'm speaking is data. And then two,
okay.
And then two, not only is it data behind it, two, it is about genders. Wait, let me finish. I'll let you go.
Okay.
It is about genders because one person has more testosterone than the other person.
But what does it have to do about emotions and logic that everybody has it in them? That's what I'm talking about. You said that women are emotional, and you're true, and men are logical. That is true, but that's in both of us. And when we are younger, it's not
what he's saying is that's how you feel. That's your perspective of it, and you are entitled to that. But he's saying if we want a male's perspective, him being a male, that's his perspective.
Exactly.
That's how he feels about it. We may not agree.
Yeah.
We may not agree with how he feel, but that's how he feel about it.
Right.
As being a man. And like just how he feel, it's a lot of men actually feel just like
him. Definitely right.
And then at the end of the day, I think because of society, how we try to live up to society standards. And I think people forget at the end of the day,
now, when you say think of society
nature
standards, what you mean by that?
As far as like, okay, we were talking about the logic and the logic and emotional, and then she said, you can't put gender roles on that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a society thing because at the end of the day, there are gender roles for a specific reason. Like a man or men and women for a different. You can't. And I think as a society, we try to make everything equal because how we think society thinks it should be. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, a man was made to be a man. He was made to have testosterone. He was made to have his muscles be bigger and be stronger for a reason. Because he can go out here and work in these fields, so he can go out here and provide, so he can go out here and do that. He wasn't designed to be, oh, come here, baby, you can scratch your knee, let me hug on you. Of course, you have someone that do that, but that's not his design. The woman, that's her design. It's her to have that empathy. Come here, child, let me hug on you, baby, let me wipe your tears away. That's not daddy's role. Now, but society tells us that, men should play his role and women should play his role, but I think that's a society thing. Again, it don't change how nature and how you design. I'm sorry, it don't change it. No matter how much society want to tell us stuff.
So because of you designed that way. A man shouldn't wipe his son's tears.
No, I didn't say that.
You
But-
just you,
But I said, I didn't say that there are exceptions for
and I
everything.
get what I get that.
But for the most part, that's his role. No, he's not gonna be wiping tears. Now there are some dads that's gonna wipe your tears, and they're gonna let you feel whatever you need to feel at the moment. But like she was saying earlier, it's gonna be quick and fast. Hey, feel what you
Right.
get over this shit. Let's get back to what we're doing. At the end of the day, we still finna get to what we was doing.
Right.
You're not finna sit here and stew in that shit. You're not finna sit here and have a pity party. You're not finna sit here.
But see, I agree with you there. 'Cause that's what I've been telling my boys
Trying to get
my
back
life.
home.
As a woman, you say I'm emotional, but I'm logical.
Now I do believe in what he said on it's a woman's role and it's a man's role, because this certain thing as being a woman, I feel like I just shouldn't do.
Right,
And I'm not gonna do, especially if I have a man,
right.
because that's not my role.
Exactly.
I'm staying in my
I
lane,
definitely agree with you on that one.
and vice versa. So we can't tell them on one way we want them to have a role, and then on another way we don't want
Yeah.
want to have.
Well,
gender.
see, with me, it's only the reason why I said that shouldn't be gender, because that's just something we are born with it. It's not something that you have to learn. We're born with logic and emotions. You know, what a baby do. A baby can cry when they're emotional. You know, it's that's not something that you have to really teach. It's born with us. So that's why I say when it comes to logic and emotion, that doesn't have a gender, because you can't have one without the other, no matter what you got between your legs.
Song said this right. It's definitely designed for it to be both, not just a mother and not just a father.
Okay.
Now I whew. Because me, and this is the thing with this asking certain questions. I know how he think on
Yeah.
certain things. Because in certain instances, men have to understand it's okay to lead, to be a man, but it's another thing to be controlled.
Mm.
You can't. I mean, from what I'm hearing, and correct me if I'm wrong. You feel a man should control his household.
How did you get that? Wait a minute. I'm gonna answer your question, but how did you get that out of that? How did you get
Because
that?
when you said gender roles, you talked about roles, and you said the roles of the man and the roles of the woman, and you were saying that, basically, I just broke it down how I got it.
Okay.
You were saying a woman stay in her lane, know her place, basically, and you let a man run.
Correct.
Mm.
That's how it's designed.
So it's designed for the man to run it.
Correct.
Can both people run it?
That's not how it's designed.
It's not designed that
But
way.
if we look at nature, there's an equal balance.
But I don't believe in that.
Give me
No,
an
I'm talking
example.
about like animals when I say nature.
Give me an example.
Yeah, give me
Lions.
an example too.
Lions,
Yeah, give me an example.
penguins.
I was talking about the household.
Oh no, I wasn't talking about the household. I was saying in nature. I was talking about animals, because he said it's natural, but in nature, a lot of times it's reversed. So I'm not talking about it's people. I'm talking about it's.
But I asked you, how is it? Give me a nature example of how it's reversed. Give me an example. Don't just call it out. Show me
Penguins.
how it works.
Penguins.
Okay, how?
When the female penguin lay the egg, the male penguin babysits the eggs. Lioness go out and hunt. The lions stay at the thing. It's
Wait a minute. Pause. Don't you moving too fast.
okay.
Just because she decides to go out and hunt, do that mean that she? Wait a minute.
I didn't say it did.
Is it? I'm saying that ain't changing. She still go home. She still nurturing them cubs too.
But
Still make sure he ain't doing it.
He does nurture them while she hunting.
Okay.
The penguin.
Wait, I can't talk about
So
penguins.
you think, but
I was
basically,
just saying.
you think a man, just like a man and a woman should be equal in the house.
No, not equal, but I was just using an example that sometime in nature, because he said nature,
Correct.
that the roles are reversed, or somebody takes on the nurturing role,
And that's the woman.
or the male, like in the, like I said, when I said penguins, the male penguin sits on the egg until it hatches. The woman penguin, the female penguin goes off. So it's like, I'm not saying that the man doesn't lead, but it's in nature, sometimes the male animal takes on some of the role of taking care of the younger one.
So you saying basically the man takes on a woman's role.
No, it's not a woman.
I mean, because that's what we're talking about, men and women.
Yeah.
You losing.
I'm sorry.
I
Because see, when he said nature, and you have example in natures where,
Who leads the pack though?
but
Wait. Who leads the pack?
but you was talking about kids, so that's what I was talking about. I was talking about the kid aspect. Again, I agree with you on that part.
Okay.
That's not what I did. I didn't say nothing about lead the pack, did I?
Okay.
I said egg and feed food. I ain't said nothing about lead
But
the
in
pack.
today's society, don't you think that's where a lot of households actually lacking? They don't have that male perspective, and the male perspective respected.
100%.
But devil advocate, I love playing devil advocate. I've learned that a lot of women want a male in their house, but it doesn't matter what a woman wants. If that man is not willing to step up and be that man that he's supposed to be, see, I said supposed to, there's nothing we can do. That's why we are left with
But then you chose the wrong man.
yeah, I'm gonna play devil advocate with that.
So let me
because some
no,
people can wear a mask and you don't even know they portray to be something they not. And by the time you find out, you done got too deep in, a child done came out, and then that's why mama's baby, daddy's maybe is what they do. They get up going by their business.
So let me ask you this, right? Because you're saying that these men are not being the men they should be, right?
No, they choose. They choose, pick and choose when they want to be the men they want to be.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So as a mother
Mhm.
who raised 3 boys,
Mhm.
right? So you saying you raised these 3 boys
Raised 3 boys.
without a male presence, correct?
No, I didn't say the whole time, but for the most of the part I did.
Okay, for the most part.
Mhm.
So how do these boys supposed to learn how to be men and treat a woman a certain way when they was raised by a woman who they was never taught this? So how do these same boys that you raising go out in society? How do you meet these guys you saying ain't capable to being a man and raised up when they was never given that example and they was never showed that? Because if they was raised, because my point being, they raised by single mothers all their life, they gonna be emotional. Men, they gonna be grown men. Just because they turn 21 or whatever, don't mean they magically turn to men. See, that's what people get it wrong. They feel like because these boys who were raised by these single women, because they come a certain age, they magically, because they're 21 now, they're supposed to be men, supposed to know how men walk, supposed to act, supposed to know. But they ain't nobody never taught them this. They ain't never had the example of no man. The woman can only put in what she can put into them.
Right.
Like, we'll go back, and then which a lot of that is gonna be emotional. These are boys who always been raised by a woman who always did everything for them, as far as cooking their food for them, as far as washing their clothes for them, as far as doing everything for them. So now these become grown men who whole life been dependent on a woman. So now they got dating. Now y'all just expect these men to become these providers? No, these are just grown men who are still dependent on women.
But see,
because that's how they was taught and that's how they was raised. But these are the same men who y'all claim that y'all meet. Y'all saying, oh, they ain't ready, they can't step up. But how can they when they was never raised in a household with a man and never was taught? They was raised by single women. Now they just grown men that y'all meeting now trying to date them and wonder why they don't have nothing in them because they were just raised by women.
But that goes back to what I'm saying.
Right?
That it doesn't matter what a woman do. A man will have a child and he chooses if he wants to be the father. We ain't gonna say be for that woman because we know a man can still be a father and him and that woman don't have to be together. They don't have to be together to co-parent and raise their child. But you have a lot of men that have these kids and they drop the ball. And you have
wait a minute. Okay. So let's talk about that though.
Okay.
For a minute. Okay. Now you keep saying men.
Yeah.
You keep saying men.
She giving them a title that they don't deserve.
Yeah, exactly. Because my point,
listening to
exactly. Because my point being is, when did this man say I wanted to be a daddy? When did this man say when how did it go from I met you at the club one night, we had some drinks together, we decided to go have a one night stand. Wait a minute. We decided to have one night stand. Now you pregnant. Yeah, we never was in a relationship. Nothing serious. We never got married. We was never nothing serious. But now you got pregnant. Now all of a sudden I'm just supposed to be a stand-up guy and take care of this baby. With a woman who I was never into nothing with. And y'all life, y'all think that's real. Y'all think a man supposed to be like, oh, okay, well, she wasn't nothing to me. But because we messed around and we had this baby, then I'm obligated to this baby. I'm finna stand up. Even though I don't know this woman, ain't had a relationship with this woman, ain't had no, but because I had a child with this woman, now I'm just gonna stand up all of a sudden. I'm just gonna be right. And I'm just gonna be more.
Some people do that.
A perfect dad.
Some people do. Some people do.
It's some anything and everything. But what about the majority?
But that's what I was saying. That's why I said not being in the household together. That's what I was saying. And I didn't say anything about one night stand. That's not what I was talking about. But even at a one night stand, once you have created life, whether it was intentional or for one night stand, whatever. Once that life is created, and if you've established that this is your child, how can you, as a male, I'm going to take the word man out of it, as a male, watch something that you created and be okay with never having your hand in, making sure that you can rear it up to be a productive adult? Because you have a lot of men that's when I said drop the ball. Because it shouldn't matter how that child was created. Especially if, I'm finna play devil advocate on the way, especially if the person that you have a child by is not giving you no BS. Because we know sometimes women will take men to hell and back. And I hate when women do that. Again, I get on their butt for that too. But if you have a woman that will not take you through hell and back, and you choose to say, well, I'm doing what I want to, how is that fair?
That still don't take away from he just was having a one night stand.
But she was too, and she was.
So you just responsible.
But she's taking care of her responsibility in her one night stand. He dropped the ball. But see, I wasn't talking about one night stand because I don't.
Okay, I guess I would.
I got love.
So I guess I would go back to, you can't expect to live life out of order and not have chaos come with it.
That's true.
So if you decide, see, back in the day, you had to do things in order. Meaning you need to be courted first. That means you need to be married first. That means, see, there was an order of things in order for make things easier. But you can't skip all the courting. You can't skip being married. You can't skip all that and then have the baby side of it, and then still expect the man to still play this role when y'all didn't care about the role before the baby was conceived. Like y'all wait a minute, y'all didn't stop. Y'all knew y'all wasn't married. You knew you weren't married. You still gave this man some. You knew what you was doing. You knew that you wasn't know. You knew this. See, this is my whole thing. See, y'all going to this knowing this. You didn't put no expectations on him. You didn't, like Beyonce, you didn't say you had to put a ring on it first. You didn't make him have no expectation. You didn't even have enough sense to say, well, I know I'm just doing something right now. At least let me make sure my birth control good. At least let me make sure. At least I won't get pregnant. Yes, but at the end of the day, you as the woman, you as the woman from. Because at the end of the day, I don't care if it's from your personal experiences. I don't care if it's from seeing my aunties. I don't care if it's from seeing my cousins. You didn't see, you got somebody in your family who you didn't seen who hadn't had 2 or 3 kids by 2 or 3 different men who ain't none of them married. So even if you whatever you're thinking is going on with this guy, it's still on you to be like, well, yeah, I don't want to be in that situation. So if I don't want to be in that situation, let me protect me.
And you're right. I get that.
I'm good.
Everyone has.
I'm not gonna put my trust into this man because I like him.
True. Everybody has a responsibility to protect themselves against having a baby.
Period.
That is 100% true. But we both, just like I know I wasn't using protection, you know you wasn't either. So just like I know the consequences of having sex unprotected, you know the consequences too. Regardless if you were ready to be a dad, you knew the chance of you becoming a dad. You wouldn't be there. You knew that chance.
But you being a woman, Listen.
So you still
No, you ain't listen because you ain't let me finish.
okay? Go ahead. Go ahead.
But you being a woman, you still know at the end of the day that if that man decides not to step up, you're going to be the one have to be stuck with that baby. See, the man's not stuck with it. See, at the end of the day, you can say the man all you know, but you know at the end of the day when the man get to doing, he can take off. You don't have that option. You got to take the baby on your hip, no matter.
That's true.
For the rest
what
of your life.
about when it's done the right way?
So again, it goes back to you have to make sure you protect you because you're going to be the person stuck with that if that man decide not to.
And again, we know.
And then it also goes back to devil advocate and just play the flip side of this. Let's go to the flip side of this.
Okay, listen.
So in that same situation, can a woman choose to not have a baby? Can a woman sit there and say, you know what, I'm pregnant, I don't want to have this baby, so I can have an abortion?
Not no
Yes, not no for this, and still can go somewhere. Yes, it's all right.
So why is it okay for when a woman don't want it, she can just say I don't want it, and even if the man do want it, or even you trying to step up, why can the man can't say I do want you, but he can't stop up and having that abortion? But yet if it's on the other road, if he don't want it, then you say, hey, you gotta stand up, you gotta be there for it.
Hey,
and if you don't, well, we can take your drive like we send you to jail. We can put you through all this if you don't. But I can say I don't want you. I can go kill this whole baby and say I don't want it and don't have no repercussions, no nothing. Regardless the man wanted me to have it or not. I ain't got respect. He gotta say, but yeah, as a man, we just have to just come on now.
So I back to my
Come on
question.
now.
yeah, you right on.
Come on now.
Hey, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Back to my question.
You right on
What
that.
happens
Yes.
when it's done the right way? Courting, marriage, few years loving each other, kid, don't work out, man leave, still leave her to be a single mom. What about that?
I don't know. I can't speak. Like I say again.
But that's what I was saying. That was my whole thing.
But just
No
from
matter the
but
situation.
from my experience, though, just from my experience, and dealing with guys that I've dealt with, talking to guys, because you gotta understand, I used to be that guy. See, I was that guy who always used to be always around, who got homeboys who don't deal with their kids, who don't take care of them, who don't do nothing. Oh man, you got a baby, you gotta take care of your kids. That's your seed. That's your seed. No matter what. Don't care what kind of relationship y'all got with your baby mom. I don't care. I was always that person until I was put in that situation. Then you put in that situation, it's all your peace gone. Motherfuckers instead of causing you hell, you can't even just go pick your baby up if you want to. You gotta get cussed out. You can talk crazy too. Like no matter what you do, you can't guide your child how you want to. That's impossible. Because whenever you trying to guide them a certain way, but you got somebody else who got bigger influence or saying, hey, you ain't gotta do this once they leave them or telling them, you can't even put your imprint on them like you want to.
From a man,
You can't.
from a male's perspective, where do you see the disconnect?
As far as
that family bond and having a togetherness to where you won't have to go through all of that. You won't have to go through the drama of not being able to see your kid or the drama of not liking your baby. You know, what's the disconnect? Is it because women are just too
the disconnect
want to be men now? I don't know what it is.
That's the disconnect. It's because being a single mother has become such a normal to where even to relationships, even when women get older, they claim they want to have these relationships. If you grew up in a household to where you never seen a healthy relationship, your mama didn't want in a healthy relationship, your auntie didn't want in one, nobody you seen was in no healthy relationship. You ain't got no friends and nobody was in no healthy relationship. But then you claim you want a healthy relationship because you get older. And then you get in a relationship with this man, and this man come, he might be exactly what you need and what he's supposed to be. But because you've never experienced it, because you never had it, you're not gonna know how to receive him. And I think a lot of times that's where that word controlling comes in at. Because as a man, it's his job as the man, as the head, as to be the leader, to protect you, to guide you, to provide for you, to give you encouragement, to put you on a path where you see you. And a lot of women, they take that as control because they done been single for so long, doing how how they been for so long, or how they been with their homegirls for the past 10 years, past 15 years. Now this man coming along telling me I need to change something about myself. Who am I? Who you come tell me who I need to change something about myself? Like, you got me messed up. Like, now you trying to control me. Well, no, I'm trying to change you per se, because I'm very interested in you. I'm thinking about pursuing something even deeper with you, even stronger with you. So I'm trying to see if you open to receive guidance without you taking it as me trying to control you, or do you just want to stay the same, or do you just want to have somebody with you as long as you get to stay the same?
So this is the
So, I don't know.
thing that you say change. You know, I don't believe in getting with a person to change them. But I do believe in getting with a person that
Help 'em
elevate
grow.
them and help them grow.
Mhm.
But see, if they got to go both ways. Just
Yeah.
like I'm
Bingo.
growing, the man should be able to grow as well.
Bingo.
Even a man that's leading and a woman sitting back and playing her role and allowing him to lead, is still room for growth.
Bingo.
So a man have to as well be willing to accept teaching from a woman.
Because you
It's
have to
certain
lead by example.
Correct, but today's society is, I don't even know how to label it,
things.
because it's like a man can come in to play his role, but because the woman, quote unquote, done been independent so long, she done had to been masculine for so long, they make the man have to, quote unquote, work for something or earn something that he shouldn't have to. Like, for example, like I should have to come into the door and be like, and wait on you wait till you to be with me for 6 months before you decide to, hey, I'm finna let my guard down and be feminine now, or I'm finna be submissive now, because you done been a man all this time. You keep saying you want a man. You want a man to come in and lead. You want a man to come in and run the house. But then here I am. I come in, but you telling me I can't do it right now yet because you done been in this role so long. Now I gotta sit back and just wait until you decide, because you want to feel me out first to see if I'm gonna be real, or if I'm gonna be around long enough, or I'm gonna be.
But see, that's not fair.
So now you got two bulls,
Right, exactly.
because too many, because you can't. And then now at that point, what is my purpose? Like, what is my role? What am I here for? Just to sit back and just wait on you.
If that's her problem, you shouldn't get offended. You should not get offended. The thing is, I can speak with my actions. A hit dog will holler. And if that's what she needs to feel safe, instead of trying to tell her, I can do it, just do it. If you show a woman that you can do it, and instead of talking, you can talk is cheap. Action speaks volumes. So if you see a woman is in that role, it's a reason she's there. She don't want to be there, but she has no other choice.
Wait a minute, stop. Wait a minute. Stop. Wait. I'm confused. Like, hold on. Let's explore that just a little bit.
Okay.
Let's explore that a little bit.
Okay.
Let's explore that. What do you mean she don't want to be there?
No woman wants to be independent.
Okay. Wait.
I promise.
Wait. Stop. Wait a minute. Let's.
No.
Explain it.
I want to be independent.
No, I'm talking about like when you don't have nobody to depend on and you're forced to be independent.
Explain it. But again, explain it to me. How does that even become a thing?
Because she's been let down when she's given a man the opportunity to be a man, he dropped the ball and it took her longer to recover.
So you make the next man pay for
Exactly.
it.
Because you ain't healed. Because you ain't healed. Exactly.
Not
Going back to my point.
Not
That's my point.
No,
That's my point.
No,
That's
not
my
making
point.
you pay.
That's my point.
Not making you pay.
I gotta wait 6 months. So
Nope.
Is that what I was saying?
Not making you
If
pay.
you feel like, exactly.
Because if that's the case, everybody makes everybody pay for not making you pay. It's the fact that if you seen she's got her guard up and you know why she got her guard up, all you have to do is put in action. If you put in action, a woman can see that, and that guard will melt in less than 6 months.
Stop right there.
I promise you.
Stop right there. Stop right there. How many people you know at this age? How many people y'all know at this age sitting playing a game with somebody for 6 months to see if they?
I ain't sitting up and waiting 6 months because
Let's be real. Let's be real.
I'm not gonna waste 6 months of my time.
Exactly.
I need to see what quick, fast, and hair. I need to see what everything you.
So, like for me,
lay it on down.
like for me, for an example, like when I come through the door, and I think most men be that way. I think a lot of times, like I can't speak of every man, but a lot of men, I think a lot of the games that y'all quote unquote feel like y'all get from men, it comes from when a man is ready, he's ready. When a man is ready, he is ready.
True.
And if you don't take him when he's ready, you finna get a bunch of games after that. Because at that point, now when I want you to make me feel like I was ready and you bullshitted me, because I already invested in this, started putting into this, I ain't just finna let you go because I already started putting into this, but I'm finna play with you now. Because I feel like you don't play with me when I was ready.
But where is the
I'm finna play with
empathy and compassion
wait, stop.
and the understanding?
Where is your healing? Where is you already been through what I done been through, and I should have to make every man I deal with. Wait a minute,
You can't completely heal when you're single. There's no way. There's no, because here's the thing. You won't know if you completely heal until you get in a situation. You can say you're healed, but until you okay, so that's just like an alcoholic. I'm done. I ain't drinking. And if they never get around alcohol, they good. But if they don't put themselves in that situation to see if they're really done with the alcohol, you don't know.
No, you're gonna know because you're gonna know if you have those urges. You're gonna know if I used to smoke cigarettes. Used to smoke them. A pack a day was smoking. I knew when I was done. I knew when I was finished and I wasn't gonna pick up another. That last day was my last day. So now I think you can heal being single. I healed being single.
No, I said completely heal.
You can completely heal being single. You don't have to get in another relationship in order to heal. Because when you take that damage that you have in you, even if because you're not healed completely into this new relationship, you're gonna cause damage.
Damage the relationship.
It's gonna happen. You know why? Because you bringing baggage.
Mhm.
You bringing something that new person didn't deserve to have to deal with. Because your past, your exes used to cheat. Your exes you couldn't trust. Your exes used to lie. You can't get in this relationship and say, I'm not gonna trust him until he showed me because of what ex. Now you can't don't put
but that's
me.
Not what I mean when I said you won't know if you completely heal. Not putting what somebody else did on you. It's like basically, I don't know how to explain it because I'm not talking about putting what somebody else did on you. It's basically like until you're in a situation, I guess you won't know if something triggers you.
Because those are triggers.
And there's your triggers.
Yeah, those are your triggers.
Your triggers are your responsibility.
Right.
Not nobody.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you don't know, you won't know if something happens to trigger you. Like, and if you're not in a relationship, you will never know if what somebody does triggers you. You can't be triggered if you're single.
But you don't know what your triggers are.
But you don't know if that person gonna hit the trigger. It's my responsibility to know the trigger. But I don't know if I know what I'm saying. I don't know
trigger point.
That's what I was gonna say.
Just because they hit your trigger point and make you think about certain things. Because see, I've had that problem. You can't act on that because you still holding them accountable for what your last.
That's what I want to say. You won't know if you can handle your triggers until you're in a relationship. That's what so say like if I said, yeah, I'm healed from somebody, if I've been in an abusive relationship and I've worked on myself and it's been years and I said, okay, let me get in another. And my trigger is somebody slamming a door. And I say, I worked on that. You won't know if that trigger will be re-agitated until you get with somebody else because you don't slam the door, don't trigger you. It's somebody else. Slamming the door may trigger you.
I just feel like you haven't healed.
But again, what I'm gonna say. But if I'm with you, and I slam that door, and this triggered you, if I didn't know I triggered you, is that on me for slamming that door, or is it on you for letting it trigger you?
But see, here's how you know you healed. If somebody slams the door and it's trigger you, instead of you saying, you be like, hey, I didn't know that still triggered me. That's when you sit down and be like, I know you're not the one that did it, but I didn't realize that still triggered me. Because it's one thing if somebody do something to you and you go left and yell at them and accuse them of something, but it's another if the trigger is triggered and you have healed. That's how you know you heal. If somebody does something and they didn't know that was your trigger and you say, hey, I didn't know that I was still triggered by that. Can we sit down and talk about it?
Wait, okay. So with that being said, so is that the responsibility of the person causing the trigger, or is that a talk you need to be having to yourself? Like, damn, they triggered me. Damn, maybe I should let this get to me. Or is that actually talk you need to have with somebody? Or that you should
Yeah,
be having with
because it's a
yourself?
person.
I think you should be having it with yourself.
No, I can't have because if
Because it's your trigger, right?
No, I can't have it by myself. Again, I'm not fussing at you. You're my person, and it's what compassion.
But you're the only person that know you got that trigger, right?
But
right?
Listen. This is
Okay.
what compassion and empathy and sympathy come in. I'm not telling you, I'm not fussing at you when you hit a trigger you didn't know about. I want to talk to you about it. It's not your fault that you triggered me because you didn't know. But if it's called effective and open communication. Hey, I didn't know this still triggered me. It's not your fault, but let's talk about it so I can work in it, work through it. Because if I don't never tell you that they trigger you and you continue to do it, it's like making a mountain out of a molehill. I never said anything, and then I just hold it in, and then I explode, and you look like, whoa, hold on, where did this come from? But if I've healed and you hit my trigger, and I didn't get mad, but I want to talk to you about it and be like, hey, no, it's not your fault. You didn't do it, but that triggered me. Empathy means, okay, let's work through it. I know I didn't do it because I'm not the person that did it to you, but the same motion made you freeze up. I'm not mad at you, but as being effective communication, I'm not going to just sit here and hold it. I want to talk about it, not blaming you.
Let me say this,
Mhm.
and it's from my own perspective, my perspective on triggers and all of that and healing, because I've been through a stage where I had to heal.
Okay.
You are definitely right when you say it's up to you to control your triggers, because such and such made you trigger because of your past relationship. I don't want to hear about your triggers or your past relationship. You need to control that. You, for one, you shouldn't still have triggers from a past relationship if you've healed. Because you know what your triggers are. You know what's gonna affect you. You know what you went through. You have to heal all the way completely before you even get into another relationship. You still bringing your baggage. You can't say you didn't know your triggers until they.
I didn't say you didn't know your trigger. I
You
said
didn't know if it was gonna affect you until that person did it.
But
don't hold me.
That's why I say I'm not holding you accountable.
But you are. If me slamming the door triggered you, I can't slam the door because your ex slammed off.
No, I'm not saying it. I'm saying.
How many other eggshells I gotta walk on?
Right.
So I'm scared.
But that's not. But that's
what it is.
No. That's not.
On eggshells to appease your
But no. But that's what I said. That's what I said. When you know you heal from it, I'm not blaming you for it. I'm not saying that I think you're gonna do the same person. It's just I want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about your past.
Oh, wow.
I don't want to talk about the triggers you got with your past relationship. Like my man, I don't want to hear about your triggers with your past relationship. You should have been healed before you even got with me. Because if you still got triggers, you still going through, you still holding me accountable for what your past did. You still got unhealed things that you need to work on. Don't bring that over here because
we don't disagree on that.
I may do something that your past made you feel a bad way, but I'm not. My intentions weren't bad.
Exactly.
But that's why I say if it does, like effective communication, no,
don't communicate with me about your past.
So, but.
Because now in a relationship, you still got feelings in a relationship.
So that's just like you just said. If I said that you triggered me, but I'm not blaming you, I'm walking on eggshells. You're making your partner walk on eggshells because now they don't feel comfortable to talk to you about.
You should feel comfortable when you got in a relationship and knew you was healed. You knew you weren't healed because you knew you still had triggers. You knew certain things that still make you fly off. It ain't nothing on this earth to make me fly off that happened with my past. Nothing.
Goes back
because
we can agree and disagree on that one.
And that's the great thing about the channel. Everybody have an opinion, and my opinion may not be right, but it's my opinion. Yours may not be right, but it's yours, and we all are.
But the cool thing about is nobody's right or wrong.
Nobody's right.
It comes back around to what I was saying earlier about the man might come into the relationship ready to have his relationship with you. He might be ready, but because you ain't ready, because you ain't healed, now you gotta make him wait 3 months for this or before. Because no. You run that man out, he gonna change. He not gonna sit there. I guess I'm gonna just sit here and just wait for 6 months until you get ready, and then still be in the same mindset. Like
The
that's
thing
not
is, I was just using an example because I don't have that issue. I don't have that issue. I was just playing devil advocate. Anything that I've said is not anything I've been through.
Right. Yeah, I get that.
I'm just using because some people don't know that their triggers are still bothering them until they get in a relationship. That's not me. Let's fix that. I'm good.
But I think to go back how where we was headed to, like how we fix some of this stuff. But I think it all goes back to it's because we don't have the nuclear family anymore. We don't have the man and the woman in the house anymore.
Right.
So again, like I was saying, we living in chaos. We living our lives out of order, and then everything from there is chaos. So now we ain't got mother and dad. So now we in this cycle of raising single kids by ourselves, single parents raising kids, whether you're a man or a woman, you raising kids. And we instead of us thinking that's a problem, we normalize it and make it cool. Even to the point to where it can be our teenage daughters or our young girls and she pregnant, and instead of us shaming them, making them feel bad for it, we go throw the biggest goddamn baby shower like it's a goddamn wedding.
And
celebrate that shit. Yeah, and celebrate that shit and make it so now they thinking it's fun, they getting gifts, they thinking it's a party, they thinking it's what's bad about this? I get all my shit free. They go celebrate me. They go like that's instead of us back in the day. No, they shamed your ass. Or either they find out you was pregnant. Y'all was married before the baby came. Like you know what I'm saying? Like they gonna find like you not because again it's all about order. You know what I'm saying? And you can't live out of order and then not have chaos. I'm serious. So everything in our society is just from that chaos. You know what I'm saying? Because we normalize too much wrong. You know what I'm saying? But we think it's okay. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. And it's just a repeat cycle now because we normalize too much wrong and it's chaos. But we used to the chaos until it affect us directly. You know what I'm saying? But then it's the same old same. So it's just black people condition. Period. And I hate to say that, but.
And that's true. So that's just like with a lot of the crime that's going on with these young guys now. I think a lot of it come from the man being taken out of the household.
Exactly.
And it's not real fathers in the household. And it could be men in the house, but they're not real fathers. They're not real men.
Because most men today, they do not have a skill set. They don't have a trade. So they don't know how to go and build a house. They don't know how to do plumbing. They don't know how to do electrical work. They don't know how to change your tire. They don't know how to change the alternator on your car. They don't have no kind of skills. So even if I'm a male around young men, what do I have to teach them? What do I have to put in them to make them productive to get older if I don't know nothing? Only thing I'm gonna teach you is we're gonna talk about basketball, we're gonna talk about some video games, we're gonna be some unproductive foolishness.
Well, let me ask you this. What about the guys that do live a productive life, that actually do have something going on and doing everything the right way? And when they see these young guys out here staring around, when they see these young guys out here with their pants sagging, cursing, being disrespectful, doing certain things, why don't men that have the mindset to be a real man take these young boys and try to teach them different, try to show them different, try to guide them the right way? It's like, if that's our generation, why don't these men take our young boys that they so-called call themselves YNs now? Why don't they take these boys up and try to teach them something and help them get a trade?
There's nothing that I can instill in you, or a young man. There is nothing I can instill in you if I only got access to you for 30 minutes or an hour a day, and then you got 23 other hours to get nothing but negativity, nothing but bad influence, nothing. That ain't nothing. There's nothing. Even if I try, it really ain't gonna stick because it's not consistent enough. It's not enough of your time. It's not. You know what I'm saying? If I'm running with my boys at school from the time I wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning to 3 or 4 o'clock in the evening, I'm at school running with my boys, they hard head. And then after school, I only see you for an hour. And then after an hour, I'm going back home and ain't nothing but more hard head, or I'm listening to rap music, or my uncle's gonna get high. hour you spending with me is really ain't really. So I can have all the heart I want. I can have all the empathy I want to try to want to.
But that comes back to that village.
Exactly.
You need a village to where if I'm teaching you for that hour here, when you go back home, the things that I've been showing you is still being instilled in.
Exactly.
You and back again, it comes from you have to have that man inside the household.
Because even for example, like school, for example, I don't care what kind of parents you are, what kind of parents you are in your house. You can be the best parents, strict parents, loose parents, no matter what kind of parents you are in that house. My influence still ain't stronger than that school influence. Cause from the time you leave me, you gone all day. You were there with more time you spend with me. By the time you come home with me, you don't come home to me till 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the evening. And then by the time we do what we do, from eating dinner to school work, whatever, we going to bed about 9, 10 o'clock. So you spending more time outside of me than you are with me. So what's gonna be your biggest influence?
Outside.
And that's it. Like, so you can.
And that's why I always try to teach my
Biggest
kids, and I say I want to be the one to teach you the right things, because I don't want the world to teach you the wrong things.
Yep. And a lot of parents don't raise kids.
That's true.
We provide for them.
And think that's raising.
We got a roof. We give them a house to come to. We buy their clothes. We make sure they fed. But that's it. We ain't instilling nothing in them. We ain't teaching them nothing. We ain't doing nothing. Like, we ain't putting nothing in them. We just providing for them. But we're not raising them. The schools are raising them. Their friends are raising them. The movies are raising them. The music is raising them.
The phones is raising.
It's raising them.
And those same kids can't read or write.
Exactly. Yeah.
There is no way in the world high school kids can't read and write. And that's because they're not being taught at home. They have no structure, no parenting. Because when you got parent back in my day, when you came home from school, you was gonna get that homework out, you was gonna take that bath, then you was gonna sit and read some books.
No.
You was gonna always sit and read. So my mom wants you to sit and read to her, because she wanted to make sure you just weren't getting them grades.
Mm.
And that's where it's lost. That's another thing. Parents don't take time out.
Because I worked all day. So you come home from school, I'm tired. I'm trying to lay down. I ain't trying to sit up with you and go over your homework with you and do your school work. They work my ass.
They feel like that's what you're going to school for.
Exactly.
And teachers can't do it all.
Exactly. Yep.
And that's true.
So
we talked about relationship, and we got on that, and we stayed on it a long period of time. See, that's how deep relationships can take you. So when we talk about health, every time I turn on the news now, everything got parasites, everything is banned, it's a recall on, it's E. coli.
It's fun.
Like, only thing we can really eat now is air. And probably that ain't even good for us.
Exactly. Yep. Shit. Yeah, they got chemtrails in it. So
and everybody want to go to the doctor and get a prescription.
Mm.
Everybody want to get a prescription. So do you see a difference in either one of y'all? Do y'all see a difference in the illnesses now versus back then when y'all was younger?
What illnesses back then?
Illnesses, period.
Look, who got sick back then?
Who exactly?
I didn't.
Everybody getting sick now with something.
it's the food though. At the end of the day, it's the food. We don't have real food no more. More and more fast food, going out to eat, whatever fast, quick, and convenient. And that's what's killing us. Convenience is killing us. And
then when you get these illnesses from the food, where you go? You go to the doctor. And what the doctor gonna do? Do his job. Because people don't understand everything that the doctor prescribes you. They think you're supposed to take it. And that's what it is, because the doctor prescribes it to you.
Because I'm a drug dealer.
Heal who?
I'm a dealer. Heal.
Because see,
heal. Well, heal you for what? Then you ain't coming back.
Then you ain't coming. If I heal you, you won't be back.
Exactly.
And if you don't come back, I don't have to do what? I don't have a job, so I don't get paid. And one thing about it, they're gonna keep getting paid.
That's the whole business structure for any drug dealer. I gotta have repeat customers. I make my money, you coming back to me, not from selling dope to you one time.
So do you feel like, the things that the doctor's prescribing us, it got us coming back to them?
Definitely.
Because it's a side effect on everything.
Definitely. The prescriptions got you coming back to them, but also the They selling you hope. They hope dealers too. Because you don't want to take time to research nothing for yourself. You don't want to take time to read nothing for yourself. So you want to go to whoever can give you this hope. They telling you hope to make you feel better. They gonna tell you everything gonna be okay instead of you having faith. Because it goes back to religion too. Because you ain't got faith, first of all. You know what I'm saying? And then you ain't got enough intelligence to even take the time to want to even learn for yourself.
So everybody has been on this new trend that they say it's a trend of juicing and herbs. How do you feel about the juicing and herbs? Herbal medication. Do you believe in herbal medicine?
I believe in herbal medicine 1000%. 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, however many percents you can put on it. I am not a man-made medicine person. Been like that pretty much most of my life. If you know me over the years, if you've been around me, and if you ever seen me take any kind of man-made medicine, every now and then, I do BC. Because every now and then I might get a slight headache. They won't quit. And that's real rare. But outside of that, BC is like, no. I've always been a self-healing herbal.
And it's a lot of people that don't believe in teas. They don't believe in herbs. They don't believe in tinctures. They actually don't believe in, because they say, I took that for 2 days or a week and it didn't work. It's just like anything, exercise. I worked out today. I'm supposed to lose 20 pounds.
But go back to what you just said a minute ago about the doctors and prescriptions. Even take the prescriptions some days or a week to get in your system before even.
But they trust that. They trust that. They're not gonna trust that natural, that healing that came from the earth, that came from our ancestors back then when they didn't have the pharmaceuticals. They didn't have big pharma organizations and companies and all that.
Why is it that our ancestors didn't have all this? How did they didn't have all this, but all of them lived to be in their late 90s, 100? But we got all the greatest and best medicine in the hospitals, but we dying 50 years old.
50s and 60 years old.
How did it possible? Do they make sense?
Don't make no sense. So you think we have become conditioned or brainwashed?
Both.
I'm with you.
Yeah, because again, it goes back to convenience.
Come back to convenience.
Because back in the day, our ancestors, they grew their food. They knew exactly what was in it, how it was raised, what kind of fertilizer they used. If they didn't use fertilizer, you knew everything about your food. Now you buying food that you don't know nothing about. You just going to the store and just trusting wherever they're sourcing it from is a good place.
You don't know what's in it. I started a garden this year. Cucumbers. Love cucumbers. Really love them now since I grew my own. Okay, I want to know the difference. I want to know if they taste the difference. I bought a regular cucumber. I bought the cucumber they have in a little sleeve. I don't know what's they call it.
Organic.
Organic. I bought that cucumber versus the ones that I grew. Both the ones that I bought, I had to throw them away. After you taste the one that you've grown, the taste is totally different.
Yep.
It's like I could taste the chemicals that they had in those other cucumbers that I got from the store. I mean, you can taste the difference. That's why it's so important to shop organic. And when I say organic, I'm talking about from farmers markets. Because when you go to the store and get this stuff that they say organic, look on the back of it. And when they say ingredients, still have fillers.
Everything.
Still has stuff in it. There's no way it's organic and you got all these other preservatives and things in it.
So how did you become knowledgeable of this?
Glad you asked me, because a lot of people don't ask. So, I was sick for a long. You know me personally. I was sick for a long time, and
What you call sick?
I was sick, down sick. Couldn't do. I was sick. They was telling my family, I'm not gonna make sick. I was on life support sick. I was sick, couldn't do things on medication. I got all the way up to 20 pills a day. And I felt myself.
Do I remember now tell me if I'm if I'm saying this right or not. Because I remember in my mind that you was sent home. They chose your family to make arrangements, and since you home in a
In
wheelchair.
wheelchair.
Mm, mm,
In a wheelchair, I wasn't gonna be walking.
mm.
And if I remember this right now, I remember you was like, I ain't accepting that. I'm not even gonna sit in this wheelchair.
I'm not
I'm
gonna
gonna use this
sit.
motherfucker walker.
And that's what I did. How my house is made.
Yeah.
I pushed it around. My kid's grandmother had a wheelchair because I didn't want to buy it now. Because I said, what am I buy a wheelchair for? I ain't gonna be using this wheelchair. Use my kid's grandma wheelchair, and I walked that wheelchair around. I was walking. So I started. I was taking the medicine that they gave me and started hallucinating. I actually was seeing things that couldn't nobody tell me I wasn't seeing.
Right.
Wasn't seeing this before until they put me on all this medicine. Every time I went to the doctor, they said I came up with something else. Another illness, another disease. I'm like, what in the hell? So I just took myself off everything. Against my doctors, against the surgeons, I took myself off everything. I wasn't smoking marijuana at that time. I started smoking because I was feeling myself in a lot of pain, not knowing the medicine they was putting me on had me pain. That made me have pain. When I was in the hospital, they started sticking me and having ports in me. That's what my pain came from. They gave me the pain. So I took myself off everything. I mean, I wanted to go. I didn't want to do nothing. And I healed myself. I say I healed myself. Go back to the doctor. Everything was good. Everything my doctor, what you doing? I wouldn't even tell him what I was doing. Because I knew if I told him what I was doing, it was gonna go against it. So years on down, my mom ended up getting sick. And they put her on they gave her one diagnosis, come find out she had something else. They put on a medication and made her go down even faster. It wasn't a disease, it was the medication that they put her on.
Yep.
So I started reading up on stuff, on natural stuff and what's gonna heal me natural because of the marijuana. It healed me, no bullshit. When I tell you, I ain't lying, it healed me.
Yeah.
I can't explain why it healed me. I started drinking teas, it healed me.
So, what did you get healed from?
Natural herbs, natural.
No, I mean, what sicknesses? What sickness did you have? Did you heal from?
I just said I had cancer, and I caught that from a bird. They claimed in my breast. Caught that from a bird. I had POTS. That's postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. My breathing, my heart said had heart problems from that. From that, I ended up getting bad anxiety and depression and all of that. From that, I ended up getting high blood pressure. So it went from one thing to another.
What else?
Brain. I still got the brain tumor. Let them tell me.
Yeah.
They say I was having blackouts, not knowing I was having blackouts because the medication that they had me on that had me blacking out.
Yeah.
To this day, the doctor still want me to go and have MRIs on my head because they want to know you've been going through this for so long and you ain't having this, then I don't take none of y'all medicine.
And you know what?
And they still prescribe the medicine.
And I can agree.
And was told you could not to drive no more.
Not to drive.
Everything.
And I can.
And I've been driving. I'm driving. I'm walking.
Yeah.
I'm talking good.
All the way back.
I'm doing everything that they say I wasn't gonna do.
And I can agree with you on that because when I was pregnant with my last child, I had my kidneys was spilling over, protein spilling over my kidneys. Wasn't having no symptoms. They was like, "You're not having trouble peeing?" No. You're not having no. So they was telling me you either gonna have diabetes or you got lupus. And I'm like, it had got me so depressed that when I was breastfeeding my son and I wasn't even eating and I could tell my milk was just pretty much it had no substance for him. So unfortunately I had to put him on formula. And I was just running tests. And the last time I went to the doctor for that, and trust me, it was the last time they sent me, because I'm from Louisiana, they sent me all the way to Shreveport to go to LSU in Shreveport. And they still couldn't figure it out. And they was like, well, we're gonna send you back in 6 months. I never went back. No, because y'all have gotten me to the point where I'm so depressed because y'all can't tell me if I got lupus or if I got diabetes. And I didn't go back. And recently with me losing, going on a health journey, don't even know how I end up being pre-diabetic because I don't eat a lot of sweets. I drink a lot of water. And they was trying to say, we can put you on some metformin. No, the fuck you won't. I'm finna change the way I eat. I'm finna do a 180.
And see, people don't realize eat right.
Everything. That's
You
it.
you raw veg. When I don't know how to stress this, eat this meat every day. Meat ain't good for
You're
us.
supposed to eat it.
You ain't supposed to eat meat every day. And a lot of people want to eat meat 3-4 times a day. I'm eating meat for breakfast. I'm eating meat for lunch. I'm eating meat for dinner. But then you wonder why you're overweight. You wonder why your heart, you got this problem. You got that. You wonder why your gallbladder messed up. They want to take you. The first thing they say, let me remove your gallbladder
I'll remove something.
because your gallbladder is diseased. So your
And you eat your gallbladder.
That's the
you
shit
need
starter.
your gallbladder because that's how it's gonna digest your food.
Yeah.
But the first thing they want to do is come yank it up out
And
of you.
then anything you eat messes you up.
Yeah.
Not knowing all you got to do is take you some herbs, drink you some tea, and flush your gallbladder out.
Drink water.
Drink.
Be like
That's
the
something
water
a
boy.
lot of us don't want to do.
Be like the water boy. Water is life.
But let me say this. It depends on the type of water you drink.
I'm just gonna say it. There you go.
Water, the reality of it is that people are not designed to drink H2O. You're not supposed to be drinking water. Your water is supposed to come from your fruits. Your water is supposed to come from your cucumbers. Your water is coming from your watermelons. Your water comes from your cantaloupes. That's where your water comes from. It's H3O2, not H2O.
Because when you put that
You need H3O2.
H2O in your body, people wonder why they end up with fluid retention. They give you water pills, and they say so much of your weight is water on you. You intaking a lot of water as well. And you think you putting that water in you and you just peeing it out. You storing it too.
And then when you drink a lot of that water, when you're just drinking water, you flushing things that you're not supposed to be flushing. You need your minerals you need to keep in you. It's the bacteria that you need to keep in you. So you're supposed to have in you, you flushing it out of you. You know what I'm saying? So you drinking, this drink is it can have just a big negative effect on you.
And you can tell the
But people's
difference.
been taught you just no, you're not supposed to drink that.
And you can tell the difference in when you eat a watermelon. Sit tonight, go get you a watermelon. Drink you some water, eat you some watermelon tonight, and watch how you urinate all during the night. Versus drink you a gallon of water tonight and watch how you urinate. I bet you're gonna be able to tell the difference.
So, with that being said, what is your thoughts on religion? Are you religious?
Ooh.
And then my second question is, however your beliefs are, how does that belief fit into your natural remedies and how you live your life?
Ooh, cause see, that's sticky with me. Because a lot of things I didn't used to believe in, I believe in now.
Mm-hmm.
When you say about religion, see, I didn't believe in meditation. I didn't believe in chakras and all of that. I didn't used to believe in it because I didn't understand and know what it was until I did actually get in the herbalist field and figuring out what actually did do heal. And that's a big part of it. And when you go to religion, talk about the religion I grew up on, let me say that, going to the Bible. They want you to go to that Bible and certain things I do believe because I have seen it happen that's in the Bible. But I don't know on that religion. I ain't just stuck on one religion.
So you say you're more spiritual?
I'm more spiritual.
Gotcha. What about you?
I'm more spiritual.
Definitely spiritual. How I got to this point is when I started researching our history. And I couldn't, because again, I had a good church home, loved my pastor, they took care of us. Great welcome us in. It was really come as you are. That was really what made me join. But the more I learned about our history that we were not taught, the more I was convicted. I could not keep holding on to that.
like I don't know if either one of y'all even believe in this or know what I'm talking about. Have you ever been doing grounding?
I do it regular.
Don't,
I do it regular.
everybody don't believe in that.
Touch some grass.
Go
Walk outside
Walk
barefoot.
outside bare feet.
Touch some grass.
Yeah, walk outside bare feet. Go hug
Dirt is
that.
more about the dirt.
Yeah, go and hug that tree.
Mm-hmm.
I promise you, people don't believe in it, and they think that's just, I used to be like that. I used to think that's something like witchcraft and all of that. I talked about that on a past show
Mhm.
where when you ignorant to certain things you don't understand, of course you mock.
Yep.
You mock what you don't understand.
Yep. Yep.
And I didn't understand certain things, and I had to go through it actually. And I guess the deeper that I get into natural healing, and when I say natural healing from the earth, I had to really tap into healing myself from the earth and want to be healed from the earth. And that's how I end up reading up on grounding and hugging the tree and drinking my teas and my herbs and growing certain things that I would need and certain things I didn't even have to grow. Hell, I go certain parts of the town, I can just walk through there and pick it up.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Exactly. Yep. Yep.
But then I tell people on that, don't just be picking up stuff on the side of the freeway.
Yep.
Because when you do that, these trucks and they
Yeah,
put all these
all
toxins.
this stuff.
But when you go deep in the woods
Yeah.
and deep in, you can find certain things.
Pull your own dandelions.
You heard me?
You've been taught all your life that there's been weeds, but
that help you. Wild grass.
Yeah.
We need that. That's an antibiotic that we
Like me a
actually
good
need.
dandelion. See.
That we actually need in our system. We don't even know nothing about poke salad.
Yeah.
A lot of folks back in the day used to eat poke salad.
Yep.
They don't know nothing about that now.
Yep.
If you look at it, they'll see it and don't even know what poke salad is.
Mhm.
Pine needle trees.
Mhm.
We used to couldn't stand sweeping them things up in the
Yep.
yard,
Yep.
not knowing.
That's your medicine.
That's your medicine, right?
All of it.
We have that. All you gotta do is wash it off, make you a tea, brew it. Put your little honey in it. Put your little lemon
I'm
in it.
telling you, I like me a good dandelion tea.
Yeah. People don't
But that's what's healing us. That's what's saving us.
because we just not taught that your body is designed to fix itself.
Your body.
People
is
don't understand your
designed
body
to
is
heal
designed to
itself.
fix itself. When you cut yourself, if you don't do nothing to it, it's gonna heal up.
It's gonna heal up.
You break a bone, if you don't do nothing, it's gonna heal up.
It's gonna heal
Now
up.
they put a cast on to make sure it heal up straight,
I was just gonna say.
but it's gonna heal on its own regardless.
And sometimes it don't heal up free.
Yeah,
Back in the day, what they used to do, they get a stick,
yeah.
put that stick
spin
on
it.
there, and get a piece of cloth, a piece of shirt,
Yeah.
and wrap it around there and keep it on there.
So
Healing yourself
So
naturally.
I tell people all the time, like, I can be the best mechanic in the world. I can be the best mechanic in the world, know how to fix anything that's running. But there's only so much I can do if I ain't got the right tools. Same thing with your body. Your body's made to fix itself. Your body's designed to fix itself. No matter, I don't care if you got AIDS, I don't care if you're dealing with cancer, I don't care what you're dealing with. Your body's designed to fix itself, but you can't do it if you don't give it the right tools. You got to eat the right stuff. You got to give it the right tools to fix itself. And going to McDonald's every day and eating all the sugar, Kool-Aid all day and ramen noodles all day is not doing it. It's not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? You gain weight. Yeah, you go get full, but there's no nutritional value. There's nothing your body can use. So you just getting full and just shitting, but your body ain't getting nothing that it need to fix itself. It's just going through the motions or whatever.
So, D, what you feel? How you feel about the AI that's going on now? What the AI generation that they putting up all in our face? How you feel about that?
Mm-hmm. That's an AI person right there.
He pointed at his wife, y'all. He said she AI. She like AI.
So, because at first, I was running from it. I was like, I don't want to do this shit. This shit's scary. Like, it's too invasive. Like, it know too much. Like, it's too. And I was like, man, but every time we got stuff going on around the house, it's her. She always come talking to me about something. She done figured this out. She done learned this. She didn't know this. Cora this, Cora that, Cora this, Cora this, Cora that, Cora that. So one day I was like, who the fuck is Cora? I'm thinking she talking about.
I was gonna ask who is cool.
Yeah, I'm thinking she talking about a person. No, that's a AI got a whole name. That's AI. They buddy. It's like AI Cora. Like, I was like everything from recipes around the house, cooking to she live off of it. So I was like, let me see what this about. So I
I
decided,
think that's just one of the things there's some things you just have to evolve with.
yep. So I was like, I got into it. So slowly started with Chat GPT, slowly started doing little light stuff and whatnot. Then started going into now start integrating into my video editing and stuff.
It's taking over. It's just taking everybody's job.
You got to. I mean, if you gonna be part of it, like she said,
Gotta-
I was trying to be funny one day, and I was like, one day AI go take over everything, and she was like, well, at least my mindset is, I'm like, we gonna be friendly. So if they do decide to take over, she gonna be like, well, she was nice to me, so we ain't gonna do nothing. Like, so I'll be cool with her. Like, I was like, okay, well, I guess I ain't looking at it that way.
I guess I got to really sit down and just learn it. I hadn't even wanted to take out the time to learn AI. I don't even like the look of it, especially like these flyers everybody putting up. Everybody fucking flyer look the same. It's just different wording.
Yep.
Everything I see, when I see AI, it looks the same. Then AI has made people get away from who they really are these days.
Yep.
Some people think they really fucking look like AI.
Now that I don't like.
Posting.
That I don't like.
People be like, "Oh, that's so cute!" Like, thank you.
Yeah, they be in compliments on their face.
And the crazy part about it, the AI pictures deter me. I hate that because I play with them, but I don't ever post them because it always turn me into a white woman.
I just don't like it.
Every time I play with it, I am a white woman.
And it just don't make me look nothing like myself.
And I'm like, why y'all make me white? I am a whole black lady.
I want to look like me. Yeah, I want to look like me.
It may be white and skinny. I don't want to be white and skinny. I like being black and pink. Thank you very much.
I just want to look like me. I don't like the fake. I don't want nothing writing for me. I don't want nothing to take my thoughts and put, because I may not even think the way you thinking and putting it down there.
But that's the whole thing about it. Once you start using it, it becomes personalized to you. And that's the thing. So no matter how you think, whatever you do, it learns you. Like, so it starts suggesting stuff to you based on what you done did with it before. It starts it literally learns you to the point it starts getting scared.
But y'all need to teach a class on it.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's no different.
Start with ChatGPT.
It's no different than like how at one point in time everybody used to build cars and then they evolved, or how you have to go crank the car. It's just an evolution.
Yeah.
And in any evolution, things can be used for good, things can be used for bad.
Yep.
Some things they do hurt the ecosystem, and some things help the ecosystem. But these are one of the things, whether you like it or love it, it's here to stay. It's not going nowhere.
Yep.
So if you don't try to learn something about it, you are going to be left behind. And that's what's going to be scary, to be left behind.
Oh, just like the movie Left Behind.
So
I don't want to be left behind.
So basically, you gonna end up being the person who never learned how to set the clock on their VCR. So you use the VCR, but every time you go there, mug blinking, like you never had the right time. That's how people they don't want to learn it. That's how people say they were AI. People
It's like the cell phones. People like, I don't want that kind of phone. I ain't trying to learn it.
Yep.
Now I got one to know. I'm like, it's easy to know about the cell phone.
But then you got to think about the older generation, because at one point in time I worked in a cell phone company, and you'd be surprised how many. I don't know. You can learn, and it makes me be like, I never want to be that age. I want to get that age, but I don't want to get that age just because of my age. I don't want to learn nothing. Because as long as you're alive, you don't have to learn it all, but you need to know
Just want to keep
the foundation of it. Like with a smartphone, you'll have saying, I don't ever use no smartphone. If you don't, you have grandkids. And you want to learn, because eventually the flip phones are going to be obsolete. They're going to completely get rid of them. And you're going to have the simplest smartphone, and you don't even want to learn that.
Right.
Be like, I don't know how to make calls. It's literally a phone right there at the bottom. Call.
But literally, I'm the type of person that the minute you say you can do something or you can't do something, I'm disagreeing with you. Because the minute you say you can't do something, you're right, you can't do it. Because you already telling yourself you can't. So it ain't nothing I can do trying to convince you. It ain't waste no time trying to tell you. You can't. You're right, you can't.
You can't do it.
I even heard all day like, yes, you can. How about you just try this? Yes, you. Like, no, you wasting your time because they just told you. Listen to when people talk, listen to them. You go make yourself mad and frustrated.
That was the job. I had to.
I'm just saying because
I couldn't bring it back.
I got an uncle. Like I said, like he like that. He cool. I don't know what. But every time I talk about doing something, I can't do that, nephew. I don't know how to do that. I can't do. I'm like, how? You ain't even tried it. Like I just tell like you ain't even tried it.
That's just like a
Try
person
it.
saying, I don't like something, but never tried it. How you know you don't like something you never tried?
Exactly. That's my point. Like so the men they just don't want to. So
I think it's change.
Your ways.
Yep.
It's the change and something new.
Mhm.
You know, we all get scared sometimes of the new.
Mhm.
And I think with me, I'm just like, oh, I got so much this. I'm already just not getting the hang of. Now it's time to get the hang of something else. But I'm gonna learn it.
Cause like with ChatGPT,
Wait a minute. Now I'm coming in. This ain't got nothing to do with nothing. But I gotta be funny right now because you said you gotta learn the new, and you don't want to learn nothing new.
I know. I decided I want to. I want to.
Oh, but so how is you as far as learning to be married again? Is that something you want to try again?
Of course it is. Yes, I want to learn to be married again and how I feel to be a wife and how I feel to say I'm going home to my husband and my husband is and I can't wait to use them terms.
So what's the difference between your mindset now or these other women who be like, well, I done did it 2 or 3 times, they ain't never doing it no more. What makes you still want to do it?
Baby, I ain't gave up on love. I ain't holding no better camera for what the last person did. I'm gonna keep doing it till I get it right. That's just me. I'm gonna keep doing it till I get it right. And I pray to the Lord I got it right now. I mean, I love love.
Mhm.
I think being a wife is a beautiful. I don't like being a
No, we ain't no spring chickens no more.
You heard me? And I'm not good as being a girlfriend. I don't like to be introduced as a girlfriend. I don't like to do wife shit, and I'm a girlfriend. But you know, I'm trying to become a wife, so I got to do that shit to do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a wife.
I never
I was
understood
born
that.
to be a wife.
I never understood that when people be like, you shouldn't do husband shit or wife shit when you're a girlfriend or boyfriend. But how the person?
I mean, you got to do.
No,
I need to know if
no. That's what I'm saying. How the person gonna know that they want to marry you if you're not doing the shit?
Yeah, you got to do it.
So with that being said, now I'm glad because it's coming full circle from what I was talking about earlier. From what I was talking about earlier, it's coming full circle. What I was talking about earlier. When you was talking about the man got to wait 6 months or whatever. No, but
you said
the person coming through the door and they ready to have this relationship because a man might feel like he already a husband, or this woman might feel like she already a wife. So if I'm already in that mindset and I get with you, why I gotta wait 6 months or 4 months for you decide because you ain't comfortable, because you ain't quite in that space? Why you ain't? Because when we ready, we ready.
Man, I know I was
right
ready
or
to
wrong.
be married after the 3rd day.
I ain't got no dog.
I'm just saying.
I ain't got no dog in the fight. My second husband, we met on Halloween and we got married in March and we was married almost 10 years. So I ain't got no dog in the fight. That's why I said, even though I was talking, that none of that applied to me. I just was playing devil advocate.
Yes.
Again, and me and that man was married almost 10 years.
Yeah, because I don't
So how did you know you was ready? What made you like, okay, I'm ready now? How you know you healed? How you like how?
Because
it's just a feeling.
No, I knew I was healed when I had no animosity for my past hurt. I didn't hold you. Okay, it don't even. I can see you now. Hey, how you doing? Him and his new wife can hug them and how life been there? Cause I'm healed and I'm happy with what I'm in now. So I know.
So what was that time frame for that? From that time to that, was it like a couple years, couple months?
Take no hurt. I was healing while I was still in it.
And see here,
just to be honest,
this is how I look at it. If you don't,
before it is.
I left before it is.
If you don't,
so I was healed.
If you don't want me, I don't want you. And if you can't see the person I am and the value that I bring, then okay, fine. And if you were meant to be with me, you would be with me. We wouldn't end it. And so if you left, that means it's something I'm supposed to learn to be better for the next situation. That's how I look at it.
All right, so I'm gonna ask y'all this then. So me, from my own experience. All right. So I told you I was with my wife for 18 years. Had been with her from the time I was 15 until I was 33. She passed away. Okay. So that being said, my normal was being in a relationship. That's all I knew, because I've been with her since I was a kid. I had never been by myself, right? You understand? all I knew was being in a relationship. So when she passed, now and then when I started back dating, my mind immediately get back to normal, get back to
I'm
what you
the
used to,
same way.
to get back to what you used to. But the way society is and the way
It don't
women
look like
is,
that.
so when I'm meeting with women, I'm like, I'm getting with you and I'm ready to be this man that
Right.
you saying you want. They looking at me like, what's wrong with you? Like, why you trying to move too fast? Like, why you trying to be married? Why you want to be in a relationship? Hold on, something ain't right. And so now they looking at me
Now they get they
And they self-sabotage.
because they done been through so many people playing with them.
Been there, done that, can write a book. I can sit
And then here I am. And then here I am. I come along and this is what
I
I'm ready to do. And they looking at me like something's wrong with me or like you trying to move too fast. The kid, what's the catch? Like they looking at me like
Ain't used to it.
I get so sick of people
So
trying to figure out what's wrong with you.
I went through that a lot.
Yeah.
And then now, so I started questioning myself. Like, am
I
I
ain't
moving too
never
fast?
questioned myself.
Am I trying to be with somebody like
And I ain't never questioned myself. Somebody don't know when a good thing when they see it. It ain't my fault. You ain't never been loved properly, baby.
That's right, because
But
So
I know how to love somebody properly. And if you ain't ready for this love I'm finna give you, cool beans. Next, what Ariana Grande said? Thank you. Next.
So my point being is for these women that we were saying earlier, that we was talking about earlier, when a man like me come along, you saying you been wanting this, you saying you tired of being independent, you tired of being masculine, you ready to be in your feminine space, you ready to be submissive, and then I come along, I'm like, okay, cool, let's do it. Why is it so hard to just do it?
because some you know the saying too good to be true.
Yeah.
Women believe it's too good to be true. You know, if they're not used to that and they used to being played with for so long, and then the trueness come, they be like, "Shit, it's something up to that."
Self-sabotage.
Exactly.
And I believe, yes, self-sabotaging, but you got to understand, too good to be true. If I come to you right now and I say, "D, I'm finna give you $500," and you gonna be like, "Shit, what I gotta do?"
Like, man, you trying to
You
set
wanna
me
know
up.
what why I'm giving
You
you
trying to set me up.
$500?
Who you wrong?
So that's the same.
Who I need to kill?
It's too good to be true. When it's too good, it ain't
It's
something
scare
wrong
people.
with it.
It scare people.
But they ain't always the truth.
It's not.
Because
That's how you know.
because
That's
that
how
was
you
me.
know a person's not healed. If you coming in with pure intentions, and you, because I'm one of them people. You say you want to make this relationship work. Come on, let's try it. Shoot, fuck it.
Exactly.
And you sitting here looking at me, waiting for me to flip. You're not healed.
Mm.
And all I want to do is shit, love you. I don't want nothing from you. I ain't trying to change you. I'm cool with you and all your weirdness and your quirks. I kind of like it.
Well, I want something from.
But we can't even get it. But we can't even get into this relationship how we should because you sit back just waiting for something to happen.
Yeah,
you
you're
looking for it. So any little thing that even kind of look familiar and look kind of sort of like what somebody did before, you automatically think it's for me, and you react based on that because it kind of looks like that, even though it might not be, just because of, like
Yeah.
So that was my experience, and I had that. It was a lot, and people again they look at me like I was crazy. Like you trying to move too fast. Like why you trying to be?
I don't believe in the such thing.
I've been
too
with
fast.
somebody for
When it
18
comes
years.
to
Like,
finding your person, time has no, it doesn't sit in there. Because you can know somebody, again, what I told you, my second husband, we got together on Halloween, we was married in March. Time has no value when it comes
That's a
to
long
love.
time though. Here, you said Halloween, October, the end of October, November, December, January, February, March. That's 5 months.
Well, because the reason why we
Shit, I
waited,
can move way
no,
faster.
because I was actually going to plan a wedding, but then when people started BSing me, I was like, you know what, scratch that. Let's go to Conner, Arkansas,
But
and get married.
that still was a long time.
Cause I wanted the nice wedding.
Man, I mean, we got to get we hooked up on that Wednesday, that Thursday was no just
Sick of you.
Man, I never been there. Why you playing? I never
just
seen
saying,
like.
I believe in love at first sight.
Yeah, do what you feel. Yeah.
And I hate to even say with me, but this just how I am and how I've been. The guy that I'm with now, we've been knowing each other a long time, you know, when we was younger, we was kids, but we never dated, none of that. You know, I dated his friend, he dated mine, because we was kids at that time. When we finally hooked back up as an adults, as we are now, I talked to him one day. The next day we went out and I don't think he never left me since.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
And my
I
thing is,
fell in love with the same night he came over there on my back porch. I was in love.
and my thing is,
I'm
if you
just
treat me
saying.
right, I'm gonna treat you better. I'm a reciprocity type of woman. If you feed into me, I'm gonna feed into you. Whatever you give me, I'm gonna make it better. And it ain't because I'm trying to give you this facade. I'm just built like that. That's just who I am.
I believe in love first sight. You believe in love first sight?
I definitely do.
I believe as soon as I love him. That is my husband. I love him.
And he's
That's-
watching. He's
Yeah.
watching.
But I'm just saying, that's how and people like, you move too fast and y'all are,
But it don't matter. You can move fast
I
and
feel like
slow. If it's gonna work,
mind
it's
your
gonna work.
business.
Because here's the thing, you can move fast, and if both of y'all are on the same page, it is going to work out. You can move slow, and if both of y'all on the same page, it's gonna work out. Vice versa. Move fast. If one person ain't on the same page, it's gonna fail. Move slow. One person ain't on the same page, it's gonna fail. When you decide that you gonna get in a relationship, even if you don't know that person and y'all are not in love, that's the whole point. Think about when we were younger in elementary and junior high and high school have a relationship. The minute you said, you like me, or you like me. And as soon as you do it, well, hi, this is my girlfriend, this is my boyfriend. I love you. You all up on each other.
Yeah.
You don't really love each other, but you've made the
I
decision
was in love.
that I like you. I'm talking when you little. I'm talking when you
I
little.
was in love.
Oh, you was in love.
I always was in love.
like-
Your brother was in love too.
You heard my look at I'm just saying. I'm always
it's like-
in love.
If we go back to how it was when we were adolescents, that I like you, you like me, you wanna go out, you wanna be boyfriend and girlfriend, and then the next day you got you gave her your Leatherman, and you wearing her ponytail hold on your wrist.
Yeah, I ain't giving you no let I'm moving.
That's my boyfriend.
Cause you know, at this age, I ain't trying to sleep by myself.
Yeah, that shit
I
sucks.
don't want to be at the
That
dinner
shit
table
sucks.
alone.
Donkey dicks.
Yep.
So when I met,
Yep. I
you
agree.
want you
You like
yeah, what? Bring that two birds. I don't want you to leave. I like this feeling.
Yep.
I want this to keep going
Yeah.
until one of us fuck it up, you know. But
Yep.
when you come over the same day, if I like you, boy, don't go nowhere because I'm gonna put these feet on you. That's how I done got
You said you want an ass key, here you go.
Because at the end of the day, if it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. You can always start over. You can always start over. Like, it's okay.
But see,
So,
that's
so you telling me you don't go into that relationship and be like, I like him, but let me see what's wrong, what happened. Let me give you 6 months. See
I ain't never-
I never done that.
Don't go.
But see, that's what I told you. Just because I was over here playing devil advocate, I don't do that. If we said we're gonna be in a relationship, I dive head first in there. I'm going deep diving. Fuck 2 tails in the bucket. Let's see what we got going on. And if that shit don't work, oh well. I give myself maybe a couple of months, to make sure that I'm over that person.
But I'm gonna tell
And
y'all
then,
something.
fuck it, 2
What
tails
I
in the bucket.
did learn, I have learned from past experiences about when you start going through certain things in your relationships. Don't start bashing your partner to your friends, your
Woo!
family.
Say that
Keep
word.
that shit to yourself.
Say that
Because
word.
this is the thing. Relationships have fuck us. We're gonna argue, we're gonna fight, we're gonna cuss each other out. All types of shit may go on.
Yeah.
Relationships, because we growing still. We still learning each other.
Mm-hmm.
But when you start talking bad about your significant other to your sister, your homegirl, your homeboy, your mama, your daddy, you give them opinions.
Yep.
And you give them
And
feelings.
then they ain't gonna like them, and you gonna be
But
back
you
to
give them feelings and you give them opinions.
Mhm.
So now you done got back with your man.
Y'all
And
got
they
that
Or
look like-
shit.
your woman. Y'all done got past it. Y'all okay with it.
Your people ain't
Now, your people and your friends, they not passing.
Yep.
They got feelings that they shouldn't have
Yeah,
because they not in this house.
yeah,
Yep.
And they got opinions
yeah.
when they shouldn't have
Yep.
one.
And I also say this too, like when you're in a relationship, that it ain't what you do when you like me. It's what you do when you don't like me. Cause my thing is, I could be mad at you, and I'm still gonna say, "You ready to eat?"
You can't get mad at me.
I'm gonna bring you. I'm not gonna stop nothing I'm doing. I might not talk to you, but I'm like, "You ready to eat?" I done fix your plate. I'll bring you your plate.
That comes
We
back
watched
to
the
our
show.
last week.
We watched the show. All right, I ain't gotta talk to you. Let's watch the show together. It's how I treat you when you done rub me the wrong way. That's why you should always be mindful of what you say to somebody when you angry, because you cannot take that shit back. Like, love being at odds with each other does not mean we have to tear each other down. If I say I love you through the good, bad, and ugly. I might not like you at that time, but my love does not waver for you.
So that goes back to when you mad at me, don't stop loving me.
Right.
When you mad at me, don't stop wanting to see my way of being.
Right.
When you mad, cause we into it,
Right.
or we got different. We don't agree on certain things. Don't say, cause you know you done took me to work every day. I ain't taking you to work today. Shit, you on my way of being ain't in your heart now.
Mhm.
You don't have my way of being in the best interest because you don't care if I go to work or not. That's my ends meet. That's how I make a living. So when you start taking shit,
Now for me, okay, so I'm hearing a woman. I'm hearing women's perspectives.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hearing women's perspective.
Yes.
well, give me a man perspective. How you feel about that?
Again, we more on the logical side. We not emotional, right?
So logical.
So emotionally, I can't play the emotional roller coaster with you. I'm not that person to where we can argue like crazy. You can talk crazy to me, and then 15 minutes later, I was like, "Hey, babe, we cool." Or
No, that's not what we said.
That's not what we said.
No, that's not. We didn't say
We said
you
when
have
you
to
don't
talk.
like each other.
But no, but,
So because you mad at me, you ain't gonna. You know, y'all sharing the transportation. Y'all sharing a car. Y'all into it. I mean, been into it heavy. You know, she got to go to work at 7 a.m. You ain't gonna take her to work because you mad.
probably not.
Wait a minute.
So,
that's
Wait,
So,
let me finish. Let me finish.
that
Wait a minute. No, let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish. Because at the end of the day,
Cause he done made me sit up.
yeah, at the end of the day, that's a two-way street. Because at the end of the day, you knew you had to go to work at 7 o'clock in the morning before you started this shit with me in the first goddamn place.
Wait,
Let me finish.
The woman always start the argument.
No, I'm not saying. My point.
I thought we was on the same page.
So
Lord, he lost me.
let me tell you something.
You gotta know how to.
Let me tell you, yeah, exactly. It's a balance. At the end of the day, any situations, whether your household, outside of your household, regardless, it all boils down to one thing. It boils down to self-preservation. You can't let your emotions write you a check that they say your ass can't handle. Self-preservation is knowing, this motherfucker, I might not like this motherfucker. He might have pissed me off, or we into it forever in case we into it. But if I know we're sharing the same car, and I know I have to fucking go to work, at some point, I need to humble my motherfucking self.
Also, now I got to watch what I say because you take
On eggshells.
I got to walk on eggshells, and I can't get into
Because you can
battle
take
with
me to
you
work
because
because
you gonna play this Indian giving shit, and you gonna play these mind games, and now you thinking from emotions.
That's
and you're
emotions.
supposed to be a man.
Because logically,
you allowing your
we pay
emotions
bills
to
together.
take over, and now your emotions that took place. You mad still, and you ain't gonna take me to work.
No,
if I don't go to work, I don't make no motherfucking
Because
living.
I can't take the car. I can't take the car because you got to be working at 10.
And I can't take the car because it's yours. So you messing with our household, you messing with my money.
Emotions.
So now
I'm confused. I'm still confused.
how you confused?
I'm still confused.
So I can't get
Wait
no
a minute.
argument with you because you may not take me to work.
That's eggshells.
Wait a minute. So wait a minute. So with that being said, if you want to look at it from that, yes, you are correct.
Oh,
Wait a minute. Let me finish. Y'all let me talk now. Y'all let me.
Because I'm going to tell you a personal example.
Because it can be personal. It can be non-personal. Again, it don't change the fact that the man is the head of the house.
So
Wait a minute. Let me finish my thought. Let me finish. The man is the head. The man has the final say. Period. I don't care. I don't care if you agree with it. I don't care if you don't agree with it. I don't care. Again, nature.
You got to
Natural.
take care of the bills. And he going to be mad because he ain't got no money.
No, but see the thing is, y'all keep going to this. Y'all keep y'all keep going back to this. If I battle him, no matter what I say, no matter what I do to him, he still should do A, B, and C for me.
But it should be vice
Not
versa.
saying
Right.
battle, but then why do a man feel like it's okay to battle his woman?
Wait, we didn't say that. I didn't say
Always
that.
right.
I didn't say that. But regardless, it ain't about always being right.
We're gonna have disagreement. So if we
Yes.
have a disagreement, I can't
That
speak.
shouldn't have nothing to do with how I get
You
to
may
work.
not like my opinion on how I feel, so I can't voice it to you and tell you how I feel. And
Without
if I say something
you
to
punish
rock
me.
the boat or to say something right,
You
you
gonna
gonna
punish
me
me
like I'm a
by not
kid.
taking me to work.
Now you treat me like I'm your kid
Wait a minute,
and
wait a
not
minute.
your wife.
I'm not understanding. I'm confused. I'm
So
sorry.
let me
Wait a minute, stop. Wait a minute though, because y'all. Wait a minute, y'all.
wait.
I'm
So
not-
let me
wait a
give you my example that I was gonna give you.
I'm still not.
When I was with my second husband, he made me mad. He did something. We only had one vehicle. My job allowed me to leave to go pick him up like 30 minutes away. I'm 37 hot at him. Guess what I did? I'm going to get my husband. Didn't say nothing to him when I picked him up, but I still picked him up. Was I still mad at him? Yes, but that had nothing to do with making sure my husband get to work, get back home, get from work safe, and get home. Because that ain't got nothing to do with it. Because eventually I'm not gonna be mad at him anymore. But if I don't pick him up, I can't take that back. That's just like breaking a mirror and gluing it back together. You gonna see what? No.
I still can't. I don't. Well, for me, I can't see y'all perspectives.
But that's you on emotion.
No,
I'm on logic.
No.
Logically,
You want me to talk?
I'm picking him up because this is our routine. Emotional, she done made you mad. You figure out how you gonna get to work.
No. At the end of the day, when I start off saying, the man is the head. Y'all keep getting these opinions based on how a woman think a man should be,
No.
or
that's not
how
what I'm saying.
wait a minute, or how society should tell you how to be. If a man got to the point, if I've got to that point to where we've argued to the point to where I don't want to take you to work, that means somewhere in that disagreement, you was extremely fucking disrespectful to me. See, that's the part y'all missing. It ain't the fact that all of a sudden, I don't care about you disagreeing with me. See, you can have an opinion and disagree with me. That's not the problem. You can have your own opinion all day. That's not the problem. The problem is, how are you bringing this to me? If you lying with me, you talking crazy to me, you being disrespectful to me, you saying bullshit to me just because you mad and trying to prove a point, fuck you.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Let me finish. I can't see y'all want to let me finish. Y'all want to let me finish. See, y'all. See again, y'all keep wanting to put yourselves in it. I'm telling you from a man. Y'all can feel how y'all feel. Y'all can say it's fair. Y'all can say it's not fair. You can say what you want all day. But at the end of the day, as a man, the moment that we feel like we feel disrespected, anything after that is a wrap. So y'all can't come back later and then be like, okay, well, I know I was just mad at the time I just said this, or men don't work that way. So y'all want us to.
So women work that way?
We don't work that way.
So do women work that way?
Yes, because y'all offer emotions. Yes, y'all, you can be mad at your man and you can cuss him out, and then 15 minutes later, be like, hey, baby.
What if he's the one doing the cussing out and fussing and all this?
Okay, even if he is being the one who fussing and cussing and all that, you sit down and you be still.
Wait the fuck a minute! Hell no! No! That is a double standard.
At the end of the
That
day-
is a double
And wait a minute. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, y'all feelings, regardless if you feel like it's right or wrong, don't change the natural order.
But you got to
Wait, that don't change.
That
That don't change the natural order of men and women. That don't change it. No matter how much you've been running shit all your life, no matter what degrees you got, no matter how much you've been involved in
That's
your
a
job,
concentrational camp.
no matter how much.
That's a concentrational camp. That's a concentrational camp is what they
So I gotta watch what I say to you.
Wait a minute, Mo. There is no way on earth you want respect from me, but then you think it's okay for you to disrespect me. I got to give you all the
Preach.
utmost respect. But because you're the man,
Preach.
you the king, and you run, you can be disrespectful and say whatever.
Ooh.
Now I got feelings just like you got
See,
feelings.
see, part
And
of
just
that,
because you a man,
the part
just
that,
wait a minute, I listen to you. Just because you a man, you still should respect your mate, and you still should want your mate to respect you. You can't be. That's
You
that
said that.
controlling.
Wait a minute, see y'all don't put. I never said don't respect. I never said don't put the words on there.
Because
Don't put, I didn't say
said a
that.
woman
I didn't-
Disrespect a woman,
You said
disrespect
a woman was disrespectful to
and you
a
said
man.
fuck her.
Cussing,
She
going
get to work, how
out,
she gonna get to
fuck
work?
her, this, that, and other.
So-
So when
so-
a man, you said, and she
So
asked,
so did
I asked.
so I'm saying if
I'm supposed to
you
be quiet.
you meet respect, you meet disrespect with disrespect. Well, I'm saying, but you ain't disrespecting me. I'm not just finna just treat you like this because you're a woman. That's what I'm saying. No, you're not.
But they asked, what if the man started the argument and
Right.
started with all this?
and you say just sit down and
Because
listen.
You said the other person
Because
just
I
Because-
use the example of me. My husband pissed me the fuck off.
Because
But I
regardless,
still went what
regardless.
I supposed to do.
yeah, correct. But regardless, if the man started or not, they don't change his position.
But we're not
They
talking
don't.
about his
They
position.
don't change who he is or their house.
still-
They don't
But
change.
that's not what was the question. The
Yeah,
question was
So let me ask you this. 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 So you telling me that you can get up and go to your job every day. You can get up and go to your job every day, and you can be disrespectful, not follow the rules or whatever, however you want to put it to their job, and don't think
It's consequences.
you go to
That's
wait a minute.
fair.
My point. You go to your job every day, and this shit that you don't like, and you humble yourself and you take it because you know that's your job. Y'all get up and go to church every Sunday, and you might
But
wait a
see,
minute,
that's
let
the
me finish. Y'all still go to church every Sunday and get around that pastor or that deacon. They tell y'all to do something. Y'all humble yourself for them. But because when it comes to your man, though, all of a sudden he got to listen to you talk back to him. He got to listen to you challenge him all the time. He got to listen to you. But that same woman can go to church and the pastor can ask her, deacon ask her to do anything, and she ain't gonna question it. What you need me to do that for? Okay, I got you, deacon. You go to your job, your boss will be like, hey, let me go do this. You ain't finna question him. But your husband, you question him. Why I gotta do this? Why you make me do? Why now he gotta hear all this.
But that's just like, well, when you want to put it like that, that's just like a man to go to work and he a yes sir and no sir his boss.
boys.
He gonna do everything his boss tell him to do. He ain't gonna give the boss no back talk. His friends tell him to do something, he gonna do it. But then to come in the household and want the woman to obey.
Take
and
the
do
trash
what he
out.
does.
Oh,
But
man.
you gonna say on the outside, of
don't-
course, on the outside,
It don't go together.
jobs
It don't go together.
jobs and all this, of
It don't-
course, we have to follow rules, regulations.
Because that's our
guidelines.
paycheck.
But when we at home.
And when you at home, they don't change the rules and regulations.
Yes, it does.
They don't change that God gave. They don't change that. They don't change the order of
So
world. That
everything-
don't change.
so you
That
feel-
don't
But
change.
nobody's
Natural order do not
Nobody's
change
questioning
because
the natural order.
the
See, you
natural
keep
order
talking about natural order,
do
but
not
that was not the foundation of what we said. We said that it's not what you do when you like me, it's what you do when you don't like me. If I'm into it, LaQuinta said, if she done made you mad and she got to be to work at 7:00 and it's only one car, you're not gonna take her to work. And you said no. I'm gonna say fuck her. I use a real
You
example.
thinking from emotion because your
Right.
feelings was hurt.
I use the real
Your,
example.
yes,
No,
I use your
hold
feelings
on.
was hurt.
I use the
because
real.
she disrespected you.
Yep.
stop.
I use the
Stop
real.
right there. So stop right there. Stop right there. Stop. That's what it's about. Period. At the end of the day, you shouldn't be disrespecting me as my woman. See, that's the part. Wait, let me finish. Wait a minute. Let me finish. See, that's the part y'all keep missing.
No,
See, y'all keep giving these scenarios based on if I act like this with this man, if I act like this with this man, if I act like this with this man.
No,
But
she said if the man act like that with the woman too.
And you
But
said
if
she's
she-
supposed to be still.
But wait a minute, y'all still ain't listening because even if the man still that don't change his position, he is still
So
But
because
we're not
he
talking
come
about
he is
in-
still
so
he's still the head of the house.
So
Regardless if he started or not, he is still the head of the house.
So-
Now the woman started, she's putting herself in a position that she is not designed for. The man is still the head of the house. Period. They don't change it. So if I come to this motherfucker and I roar like a motherfucker, and I'm roaring, it ain't your job because I'm roaring to fucking challenge me. This motherfucking man roaring, let me get out his way and let him roar until he fucking calm the fuck
But
down,
I
and
get
then I can deal with him. But I'm not finna battle with him.
So a man can have all the pressures in the world on the outside. And I've seen this happen. A man can come home and the first thing
Fast
the
fuck
woman
out.
say would trigger him to go the fuck off.
She need
So
good.
wait a minute. So it's okay if a woman ain't did nothing cause he the man. He's this authoritative figure. He's this. And because he feel like he's this, I'm this. Because he a man and he's designed that way. The word done pissed him the fuck off all day. His boss done pissed him off. Whatever he got going on done upset him. He brought that home. He brought that home. I'm being the obedient person that I supposed to. He brought that home and went the fuck off on me. I just supposed order.
What he be going off of?
Cause he's mad.
The word pissed him off.
The word done pissed him off.
And it has happened before.
The chicken may not be as dark as he wanted. The kitchen may not be clean, and he not even gonna come and say why the kitchen ain't clean or want to know what happened with my day.
Yeah.
He just going to fuck off cause the kitchen ain't clean.
Because the boss made him mad.
Now the boss done made he gonna bring that anger home. He's going to bring it home. You can't tell me a man don't bring anger home, and just because you the man.
I supposed to take it
and brought that your anger on me.
I ain't do nothing to you.
I supposed to just sit. Let me just.
I ain't supposed to be mad.
I
wife said that. Check the text message because she want to come.
I'm supposed to just sit back and be. It's order.
It's okay.
Let me let him calm down. It's order. I'm not gonna say.
But I'm emotional.
Stay in my place. See now, are we talking from? It's still so.
But in the Bible, the man is supposed to let God lead him so he can lead the woman right.
And you can't dare lead the woman right.
If you ain't submitting to God. If we're gonna talk about Bible, man, submit to God so your wife can submit to you. If you're not submitting to God, we talking about biblically. If you ain't submitting to God, how you expect her to submit to you? You submitting to God means that you are giving love, agape love. And she has to be able to submit to you because she see you submitting to God.
So with that being said, that goes back to my whole point that I was making when I was saying she wouldn't be he should be disrespecting her because she shouldn't be disrespecting him in the first place. For him, that goes back to my point.
So in relationship, there's never no arguments. It's never no conflict. It's no.
See, I never said this. See, quit trying to make it fit. I never said it.
I understand.
I said. I'm okay. I'm gonna say it. I said it's okay to have a difference of opinion. It's okay to not agree. It's okay. I never said it wasn't. I said it's how you relate it. It's how you talk to him. Is what I said. I said you raise like me. I'm the type of person that I don't care for being yelled at.
That's a trigger.
Do you yell?
Ooh.
It depends.
Ooh.
So it's okay.
See, you don't let me see stop. See y'all can't take. Y'all gotta let me finish. Y'all can't take pieces of what you want to take. You can't do that. Now, am I yelling as soon as something happens? No. But if I've expressed to you that I don't like to be yelled at, and you know this, and I express this to you, and then I'm sitting here, you talking to me, and you keep yelling at me, and you keep yelling at me. I've been sitting there about 5-10 minutes. I've been sitting here, and you know this. I'm hey, quit yelling at me.
So she triggered.
And you fucking keep going, and eventually it's like, okay, I told you, I told you this is my trigger, and then not only have I told you this is my trigger, I'm telling you, hey, I'm asking you to quit doing this to me. Now, so to me as a man, if you claim.
I'm just raising my hand. I got something to say.
If you claim that you care about me like you do, if you claim that you love me like you do, if you claim you my queen, you my router, or whatever the case may be, well, if I'm telling you that something's happening that's bothering me, and then you keep doing it, at that point, that's saying to me you really don't give a fuck about me, because I'm telling you this is bothering me, and I'm asking you to stop.
I can agree with that.
And then you keep doing it and you keep doing it. So at that point, you don't give a fuck about me. Now, once I put you in there, you don't give a fuck about me box. now you ain't no different from any other stranger on that street.
Okay, well I'm gonna let you talk, Mo. I got a question, and it's a question. So, and I get you express what you don't like and what make you feel a certain type of way, correct? And
Correct.
she kept doing it. A woman keep doing it. She don't give a fuck. Vice versa. Okay, what if the woman expressed where it's certain things that A, Y, and Z that you do that I actually don't like and I feel disrespected, then what?
Nothing. You just gotta respect it.
Oh, oh,
You gotta respect both sides.
hold on.
There was boundaries. You gotta set them.
Right.
So I get so you saying if I tell you what I don't like, so you shouldn't do it, right?
Correct.
And you tell me what you don't like, I shouldn't do it.
Correct.
So if we both doing those things and not doing those things, we shouldn't even have an issue.
Correct.
Then where do issues ever come from? Because both parties are still gonna end up doing certain things that the other one don't like. So when a man do something that the woman don't like, then what?
She gotta sit there and take it.
I can't really. I don't know.
So
It's hard for me to answer y'all questions because y'all keep asking me these questions. Y'all keep trying to put them in a box of y'all making them not what I'm saying. Y'all taking what I'm saying and making it to how y'all want it to fit, and I don't even know how to. Because I never said it's about the respect. It's about the respect. You can have your disagreements. Again, you cannot like what I say. You cannot like how I do something. It's not about you disagreeing with me. It's not about you saying you don't like something. It's not about you. It's not about that. It's about how you present that to me. How are you talking to me when you saying this?
but hold on. When I said that if somebody do something to trigger you and they don't know, and you want to talk about it, talk to them about it, y'all said no. I don't want to hear.
That trigger was a relationship trigger. He just triggered. He don't like nobody.
What I mean any type of trigger.
Well, we gonna all have triggers.
So
on
that's
something.
I was talking about any type of.
You said relate.
Well, I mean, I did, but I was talking about any type of triggers. That's why I was like, we're gonna agree to disagree because anything could trigger you, and that person don't know it, and I want to talk to you about it.
Yeah, but that you can't. That's
Because he could have
trigger.
got that yelling trigger from somebody in his past yelling.
But he's saying he just don't like to be yelled at by people.
Exactly.
Are you saying
Exactly.
people are just relationships?
Yeah, people.
Yeah, see, that's
Yeah.
just people in general. You were saying
yeah.
your triggers were relationship
No,
triggers.
they ain't my trigger. I was just playing
But
that.
I'm saying, yeah, you saying
Don't have look.
Not
Last
yours.
podcast I was on, they thought I was a man hater. I don't want to be labeled a man
not
hater.
you,
No.
not you per se, but you was saying.
I just wanted to get some.
Yeah.
I just wanted to
You
clarify.
saying trigger.
Okay.
In general, he don't like to be. Yeah, that just
Like,
trigger.
but just like for me, like I just don't like loud people. So if I go to a restaurant and somebody call the table, they just loud as hell. I don't want to leave with something. It's just me. They're loud and I just don't like it.
And say a trigger, like I have a trigger, and it's not a relationship trigger. It's in general. When we in a disagreement, don't curse at me. Because when we're disagree, I'm not gonna curse at you. Because when you curse at me, now I'm feeling attacked. And now I feel like I got to attack.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
I know you a cursor. I know you cuss. I'm a cusser. I can cuss with the best of them. I came from cussers. But when I'm in a disagreement, or I'm not gonna curse. You know, only time I'm gonna curse when I'm really ready to get down with you. Then I'm gonna curse.
Because now you get that.
Yeah. That's when I'm gonna curse.
Yeah.
But if we just at a disagreement, I'm gonna try to talk to you to where I don't want you to feel threatened or attacked.
Exactly.
Because when you start cursing me, and this not no this just in general. My sister can curse me if we're in an argument, she cursing me, I feel attacked.
Now you ready to fight.
Now
You took it to a whole
I'm
nother
ready
level.
to fight.
You took it to a whole
because
nother
you
level.
cursing.
Yeah,
So that's a
exactly. So I'm
general
So this might
trigger for me.
what I'm saying when it comes to the woman. At some point, again, you know your person. So I'm not saying that you just gotta let the man do whatever you got. I'm not. But it goes back to what I'm saying. You just have to know your person.
There you go.
And if you know,
That's the bottom.
and if you know if I cross this line, this motherfucker spaz. Self-preservation. Don't do that. Not just because I'm mad and then dare them to do it. Cross the line on purpose and then dare them and then say I knew you was gonna be that. No, that's bullshit. Like
Now that's the bottom line. That's it right there. You have to know your person.
Yeah.
But in order to know your person, you have to get to know your person.
Correct.
You have to know.
Correct.
You have to be able to know your person's likes, dislikes, what's gonna make them spaz the fuck out,
Yeah.
what's gonna make them act. You have to know these things. And a lot of relationships go into not knowing each other.
Yeah.
And I say this because I've done that. Even moving fast, you don't know people. You have to learn to grow them, and you ain't gonna learn to grow nobody
Shit.
within a year or two.
Nope.
It may take a decade to really get to know that person, because you don't know until you hit that button how they gonna react on certain things.
Yeah.
You have to get to know your person. If you don't know them, you will fuck up. I mean, because you ain't gonna know what they like. So you gonna do stuff that they don't like. But I'm still a firm believer. If we get into a spat,
I'm still gonna treat you the same way. I might not talk to you, but I'm still gonna have your
I'm
well-being.
gonna still get up and I'm gonna still cook you. My man, he gonna piss me the fuck off.
But if I take
I'ma
your
go-
clothes
me-
out, your clothes
me-
still gonna be laid out.
Me, I'm gonna go to sleep and I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna get up and make your coffee, because I
I
know
still
he
be
drink
mad
coffee.
at you.
I'm gonna make sure I cook him what he wanted, because I know that's what I'ma still do those things. It may be silent all through this
Yep.
motherfucker.
Yep.
But I'm still gonna do the things that I know.
Yep.
That's my job, is loving my man, that I'm gonna do. I ain't gonna
My
stop
point goes back to something Mo was saying earlier, though. Just like, when you have no disagreements, like, you just can't say certain stuff. Because what you said, you can't take it back.
Can't take it back.
You can't take it back. So you can't be mad at me because you're emotional at this moment and you say some low down shit to me. And now the next
You
morning.
shouldn't hit below the belt.
Yeah, basically. And now the next morning or whatever, now you need to ride to work. But yeah, you didn't goddamn me, you didn't hit me, you didn't hit me hard, low. Like, no, I'm sorry.
I feel like,
you
but I
say
feel
I'm
like
wrong, but some shit you just shouldn't, like,
even if they hit
you
you
love me, you wouldn't cross that boundary.
Because you know you hurt.
even
Yeah.
if you hit you,
So
even
now-
if they hit you below the belt, I still feel like if that's y'all routine and that's how y'all household
But
functions.
that shouldn't be a routine.
No, I'm talking about like if you take them to work.
Okay.
If that's my bad, not to hit below the belt.
Okay.
If that's your routine when you take them to work, even if they hit below the belt, that's when you take the emotion out of and logically think. If they don't go to work, that's short money in our household, especially if y'all coming together with money. If y'all are transparent about your finances, that's short in our household, possibly making my spouse lose a job, then everything gonna fall on me. It ain't worth it. I can still be pissed off at you. Matter of fact, I want you out the house.
But you know what, Mom? I'm just going how we're gonna nip this in the bud. That's why it is important. It is very important to have a man in your house. And when I say a man, I'm talking about a real man. Because a real man not gonna let arguments get to a certain point. Because when a real man, because I actually got a real man, and I'm a talker, and I can, you know what I'm saying, get out of line sometimes. But when you got a real man, he know how to shut it down.
Oh, trust me. I see.
He go when he say
I'm not arguing.
when he say that's it, you supposed to know. That's it.
Matter of fact, we have discussions.
When he
You
say
know,
shut the fuck up, you're
Now-
really supposed to know. Shut the fuck up.
Now, with that being said, when he get to that point and be like, that's it, shut the fuck up, I'm done, and you don't, and you keep,
Yeah,
Damn
that's
right.
true. Because us as women, we will
and you stand behind,
poking. With me,
what do you do in that situation?
Tell me to shut the fuck up, but don't say shut the fuck up. You gotta say,
you be like, hey, I'm done with
you
this
gotta be
right
like,
now.
but you know what?
Can we not talk about this?
Deadness, and we'll pick this up on cooler heads.
Yeah.
I can take that.
Because I'm the
But
type
you
of
can't
person.
tell me to shut the fuck up.
I'm the type of person.
It was like yelling.
I'm the type of person that once it started getting too much, I try to get out of it. Let me leave the room. Let me leave the house. But then if I do that,
I'm gonna let you argue with yourself.
that turns into a problem. Oh, you just leaving because motherfucker want to keep it going. I'm trying to dead it.
Well, you don't see.
So he come back later.
That's the
I ain't never had no
why do
issue
you have
with
to
like
leave?
Uh,
If you want to date it, I know you got more than one room. Go on, that's what the next room is for.
no.
You shouldn't leave your household.
See,
I don't believe in leaving my household when I'm mad.
see, that
If
sounds
I'm mad, I'm gonna go in another room.
that sounds good. Like that sounds good. But as a man, if I done told you that this is getting to me, but I done told you this, but you still don't care because however you feeling, so you still want to keep giving it to me, keep giving it to me, keep giving it to me. Now I got a choice. Now I can sit there and keep letting you fucking go in on me, knowing that this is running my temperature up. Eventually, they might maybe click or something, or I can remove myself from it. That way, I can guarantee it ain't nothing gonna happen.
And me personally, I prefer remove yourself before it get out of hand.
Exactly.
If it's gonna
But
get
at
out of
least,
hand,
at least
or you
say,
gonna
hey,
keep
look,
your
I'm finna
hands
go.
on me, or you gonna treat me in an unfair way, I'd rather for you to distance yourself and then come back
Correct.
on your head and cool. You know, that is best, because sometimes people can't cool down in the same house.
But you gotta come back and talk about it. You can't just
You gotta talk
you
about
can't
it.
dead it.
You
You
got
can't, because if you don't come back around and talk about it, the
those
problem's gonna
problems
come back
still
up.
there. You have to
You
talk
go to
about
cool down,
unresolved problems.
and then you
can't
come
leave it
back
unresolved.
and you pick it back up after everybody done cooled off. Yeah.
But that's why, like he said, it is important to have a man in your house. And that is the difference. And that's what we are lacking, we are missing. And that's why women have overly opinions sometimes. You know, I'm a woman, so I can say we have overly opinions sometimes. And sometimes they're warranted and sometimes they're not. But like I said, when you got a real man know how to handle you. He know how to deaden things and deaden things the right way. You have to know how to do things the right way. And like I say, and she said, you got to be able to still talk. You got to be able to have healthy communication in a relationship.
So I want y'all opinions. So let's say you've been single for a year or two. And a year or two, you just been living your life. Have you been living your life? I'm talking about your hot girl summers, girls trips, girls nights, dressing any kind of way, just living your best life. And then you get with this man, right? And all of a sudden, this man, he just like, hey, I want to have a serious relationship with you. Whatever, I'm trying to have something with you, but I prefer for you to dress more conservatively or not go out as much. Would he be considered somebody controlling or somebody trying to change you? Or would he be considered somebody who just got his best interest in you and just trying to make you a better version of yourself?
You want to go first?
Well, yeah. My thing is, if when you single, you living your single life. And if you decide to get a relationship, nobody should have to tell you that. When I'm single, I'm single. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do. But if I'm in a relationship, then I put my relationship hat on. Nobody shouldn't have to tell me that I can't go out all the time tonight, or I can't wear booty shorts, or I can't have my titties out. I shouldn't have to be told that. I'm going to automatically shift back into relationship mode. You don't have to, again, just like you're talking about a real man, a real woman, you don't have to tell her that. If she gets in a relationship, a lot of shit she gonna stop. But if I'm single, I'm gonna do what I want to do. But if I like you and you like me and we trying to build something and move forward, you will never have to address that. It's gonna automatically shift without you saying something. Because my thing is, if you have to bring it to my attention and I'm still doing single shit and I'm not ready for a relationship,
But if he do bring into a relationship, is that something to get offended about?
that means I'm not ready for a relationship. You shouldn't have to address that I'm still doing stuff, moving like I'm single. Because I decided I wanted to be in this relationship, which means I'm no longer moving like I'm single. I'm moving like in a relationship. So I can't run around with the shorts this way.
What if I met you with them shorts?
That's fine. You met me with them shorts. We wasn't in a relationship.
Yeah, okay.
But once we transition to we are exclusive, we're growing, you shouldn't have to say that. That what's understood don't have to be explained. And if you have to keep telling me, hey, you going out too much. I want to spend time with you. Hey, you know what? Yeah, because and when you're in a relationship, you don't dress that way because you're getting unwanted attention from people that and your significant other don't want to see that. So that should be automatic. It shouldn't have to be spoken. And if a lady is still dressing how she was dressing, regardless if you liked it, the booty shorts, if she's still doing it, and you met her in the club, she's still doing that, and if y'all done decided to be official, she's not ready to be in a relationship, not ready to let that go. And at that point, you may need to make the decision to find somebody else.
George Brown said it depends on how you present it to her.
Well, my opinion on that is, you know what you got when you got them. My opinion, a real woman, she think more of herself in class. She got class anyway.
I understand.
A woman of my standards, even relationship or not, I'm not gonna be out with ass out, titties out, because that's why I say when men approach women, they show all of that, and they approach them with trying to fuck women, get mad and get in their feelings. Why do you get mad in your feelings? Because that's what you present. And if a man, I don't see too many men trying to girlfriend or wife you when they meet you like that. If they trying to, I mean, that's how you present yourself, because that's what it look like you know. Because if you got respect for yourself, you got big titties. Why you got to show them because you got big titties? Is that the only asset that you think you have? Is that the only thing that you think you working with? Is your titties and your women with big ass and they always wear booty shorts? Is that that's the only value and asset you think you got? Showing your ass and showing your titties. Remember one time you asked me when I first started selling clothes, we talked about what sells. And sex sells. Everybody wanted the whole clothes. Everybody wanted the club clothes. That's what sold more than everything. Anything I had, the business shit, the skirts, nobody really bought that. Because that's not what they wanted to be wearing. But then women would get in their fucking feelings and get mad when a man come up and say, shit, I like them titties. I want to fuck you. I'm trying to see what that pussy like. Excuse my language. But how can you get mad at him when every time I see you, you got your titties out? Every time I see you, got your ass out. So now you done got in this relationship and your man saying, baby, I want you to put that up because now you mad. Like you said, he shouldn't have to tell you.
Exactly.
Nobody should have to tell you this. You shouldn't want to go out with your man. And I've even heard the thing, I'm doing this, I'm with you, so it shouldn't matter because my titties out and my... When I was young minded, I probably should think like that, but it took a real man to tell me, well, when you go out there, you start trouble. Because what a man he gonna touch you, he gonna disrespect you. Now you done put your man in a compromising position. So now he got to protect you.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have to even be protecting you for something like that.
Yeah.
Because once y'all
You're supposed to know how to come out and dress.
this time, because I ain't gonna lie, I am one to sometimes the outfit is titties. The whole outfit is titties. But I don't get offended when somebody look at it and they be like, God damn, I'm like, I know I got some nice titties. What I'm getting mad for, the titties are there. But if I'm in a relationship, the titties is not titty. You know?
But then see,
So
boy, I'm gonna get into something else when I do this. But you have daughters, or you got daughters?
I got a daughter.
So we have daughters. You got daughters. How you gonna present that to your daughter? Cause they go on social media, and if you get a woman, your kids, especially you got grown kids, they want to know what they daddy woman looking like. And every picture she see titties out, ass out. Dad, you got you a hoe. That's the first thing they gonna say. You can't get mad when these girls don't have respect for you. You can't get mad when your daughter titties out doing this because that's what you presented to her. That's what you've shown them.
And you can't pick and choose who get to look at you.
You can't pick and choose who look at, and you can't pick
And people
and
get mad about that. They dress a certain way, but they want to select who get to look at them. It's weird if certain people look at me, but it's cool if this person look at me. No, you can't pick and choose who get to
because
look at you.
you got the everybody gonna look. Hell, I'm looking.
Exactly.
I'm looking.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I'm just saying, and we want our daughters to be so presentable. We don't want them to be fast. We don't want them to do it, but we groom them to be hoes.
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah.
you groom your daughter to be a hoe when she see you shaking your ass, when she see you twerk, when she see you half dressed, when she see you.
Listen to Sexy Red, Cardi B, and they didn't call sing along with it. They're 8 years old.
I mean, we preach one thing and then we do something else. But like I say, when a man come up to you and disrespect you, you feel some type of way. I don't like no disrespect for men.
Do you?
You got to give them some to respect.
But y'all only feel disrespectful when it's somebody you don't like. Because when somebody you like said, use a compliment.
Not with me.
Somebody you like is a compliment.
You just said, I know these titties, man.
No, but I'm saying I'm saying like if it bothers me, it doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter what
Why should it bother you if you got them?
No, I ain't saying it don't bother. I'm not saying it bothers. I'm saying, but like because I have people talk up under my clothes and my titties don't even be out. Like it could be like this, and somebody still say something. But
see, that's different.
But if I got them sitting up, I never get offended because I expect that if they sitting up, somebody gonna say something. Somebody gonna look extra long, extra just.
Because at the end of the day, ain't nobody going to buy no new shoes and wear them out just for nobody to compliment it.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody buying no new car to drive it just for you not to compliment it. So if you buy it to put out, you want compliments on it at the end of the day. And you can't pick and choose who compliments come from. I'm sorry. But that's how we do that.
But you know, with that, having a daughter taught me, actually, I always knew how to carry myself, but having a daughter made me extra measures on it. Because there's certain things I didn't want my daughter doing. There's certain things I didn't want my daughter seeing me do. In certain ways I didn't want my daughter, because I know I used to be a pistol back in the day. I think I want my daughter to know certain things. Because they had social media back in our day.
That's rude.
Boy, if they had social media
they had social
back
media
in our day,
Yeah.
we'd be
I
probably
been good. I was so good. And
girl, I wouldn't probably be able to get no job. Kids wouldn't like me, wouldn't have no man. You know what I'm just saying? Because we was rugged back then. But having a daughter, it made me be mindful of certain things. How I move different. You know, having children make you, to me, and it should, and when you're a good parent, it make you move different. And I'm not saying when people don't move different, make them a bad parent. Because I don't want my inbox to be flooded tomorrow. You said I was a bad.
No, you
Hit
felt
dog
like you was
holler.
a bad parent.
Hit dog holler. You are. Well, I'ma say it for you. If you don't move different because you got kids and it don't make you reevaluate your life and you still doing the same stuff and not putting them kids first, you're a bad parent. I'm gonna say it for you. If my inbox can light up, it is what it is.
You should change for the better.
We
Yes.
should change for the better. Before we even get off of here, Demetrius, you didn't tell the people what you do. You bought your camera in. Tell us about your movie. I think they need to know about it advertising on my show.
Oh, well, you know, Shudix Film and Media, video production, TV commercials, live events. Most people know me from back in the day when I was Woodtainment, Woodtainment Productions. I think it was what most people know, Woodtainment. From music videos to TV shows, like I say, TV commercials, short films, movies. If it's video, we do it. And right now we shooting a full length feature called Woodtainment's Astonish. It's a comedy, a dark comedy.
Okay.
Or whatnot. Of course, Monica's one of my stars. She played Tammy in the movie.
Tan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It started out as a short film. We shot it back in March. I think it was February and March. We shot it, the short film, and it came out good. Everybody liked it. So it was like, let's just go back and write more to it and see if we can make it a full feature. So we went back, rewrote it. So now we just finished shooting the addition to it.
Just did my last scene
Today. Yeah. So we'll make it. It's gonna be a full feature movie. It's gonna be over an hour. Not exactly sure what I'm gonna distribute it at just yet.
So y'all see, y'all want to get into movies, videos. Y'all need some shots done. Y'all know who to get it. He been doing this a long time. Woo! Back in 490 days.
Yeah, man, it's been since
You don't know nothing about that.
early 2000s.
Yeah, been doing it a long time. For y'all don't know, he the first person that wanted to do a reality show with. Remember our reality show?
Yep.
He's supposed to follow me around and hold the camera, but I had them all they want to do. They want to act right, but hey.
But so with that being said, though, because I did do a couple of Pamper boutiques. What happened? You even talked about Pamper Boutique. What is Pamper Boutique, and what was that represent for, and what was that about?
Oh, look at that! I'm being interviewed. Well, y'all, for the ones that don't know, y'all know Pamper Boutique actually came from the Make Me Beautiful. You know, I started the Make Me Beautiful campaign, and that campaign was designated for anybody that has gone through, was going through any life-changing illnesses. Well, I knew what it was like not to be pampered, so I wanted to start pampering women. And that's what made me come up with the name Pampered Boutique. I wanted to have a boutique and I wanted to pamper women. And so I named it Pampered Boutique. You know what I mean? Dina did a lot of different projects together.
So what were some of the things that you did in the Make Me Beautiful campaign? for the women? What is it?
Oh, I made them over from head to toe. You know, they got a makeover, I had a hairstylist, I had a makeup artist, they got free clothes at my boutique, and we had a whole party in their honor. They got to invite any and everybody they want to invite. It was free to the public.
Mini fashion show.
Mini fashion show. I fed them, clothed them, I did everything. And it cost them nothing. Only thing they had to do was enter their name. And all the money came from my own personal funds or donations that I got. And that's where they came from.
So yeah, I remember that. Like, you've been a big inspiration because, like I said, you've been through your sicknesses and you got through all your sicknesses. Natural healing.
Natural healing. Natural healing. See, Dean have been with me a long time. See, a lot of people think I'm new to this and they don't understand why I'm still going because I've been doing this a long time. When I say a long time, I got a lot of stories. I can't wait till I get the right person to interview me the right way.
That's what I was here for, honestly. I was like, I'm coming to talk to her, but I'm really coming to talk
See,
about her. That's because you think I'm talking about me, but I'm really coming to talk about her.
See, then you got to come back. And then, because I want somebody to really.
Because I want to talk about because you got a lot of stuff that somebody needs to know that inspire them. Because going through sickness from the health, then you want to give back to doing the Make Me Beautiful campaign, you know, and giving back to those women, which I know that was hard on you or whatnot, because of course you dealing with these people who terminal, and then of course, you know, we had a few of those people who passed away afterwards and all that, so that emotionally they start draining you down. You know, you're doing a good thing trying to help, but you get attached to people.
You get attached to them, and once you lose them, it feel like you actually lost family members.
Yeah. So, you know, and they can be hard, challenging to keep going because, you know, they're just emotionally taxing. Like, you know what I'm saying? But just a lot of people don't know nothing about you because, like I say,
That's what I'm saying. They don't know.
People just don't know. You was sent home and said you had 6 months and you're supposed to be out of there. You ain't supposed to be here right now.
And look at me now, years later.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not just walking around.
Exactly. But I remember you driving and you
Passing out.
Yeah, passing out, having seizures, telling your car like you told you can't drive no more and all.
Ambulance study coming to my house. Look, John's been my sister forever. She know I went through a lot of stuff.
And you don't tell that story. And if people didn't know that about you, they would never know. They'll look at you and think you just.
And you know, I don't. I'm so big on want to help others and grow other people. I don't even try to even focus stuff on me. I just try to give what I do know and what I've learned to help other people grow and to come up. And a lot of folks don't take a hold to it because they're too good to be true.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they don't think it be true, but it's just this who I am, who I've always been. And I guess that's why God keep blessing. God blesses me because I bless others. But this is the thing, when I bless others, people don't even hear about it.
That's how you get your blessings.
I don't have to go and video when I'm donating. I don't have to video when I'm giving folks some money.
That's it.
Or when I'm paying folks bills. Or when it's things, all of those things that I've done, I didn't have to tell nobody. Because see, the good Lord knew what I did, and the person that I did it for, they appreciate it. And that was enough.
Exactly.
It's always been enough.
So anytime I'm talking to somebody, they tell me they're dealing with something terminal or something, you the first person to pop in my mind. I always tell them about you. Hey, I said you gotta do your natural urge. You gotta and I had a homegirl, she been doing it, she feel herself like it's real, like you gotta
and people
and they don't understand it. Like
they don't believe you can heal yourself, and you really can. You don't need them medicines, you don't need the doctor.
No, right.
All you need, do your research, look up. Your health have to be important to you, way more than it's important to somebody else. You know, if you don't research and study, and I studied, research, and looked up stuff, and I want to know what was gonna make me live, because I want to see my grandbabies.
And it's all about not accepting what they telling you. Because a lot of people, it seems like they be just fine until the doctor tell them they sick. And then once the doctor tell them they sick, they start making themselves sick. Because of their mind, now I am sick, and they start living like they sick, and then once you tell your mind it, your body start reacting to what you telling it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I never would just accept it. Because, you know, last year, I went through it last year, you know, then, you know, we can get out of here. But, you know, I ended up going through sepsis last year. I was in ICU, 5 days in ICU, because I had started out with a kidney stone. and that kidney stone completely blocked my kidney on that side. So of course, that kidney wasn't filtering, so it slowly started poisoning my blood. But it was slow over time, so I didn't have like no symptoms like until it just hit me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I was just fine. Getting sick. One day, go to the hospital, come to find out I had sepsis. My literally, I got to the emergency room, like I was out of there. Like I was shutting down in the emergency room. Like when I got to the emergency room, they thought the machine was broke because according to the machine, I'm dead. But they sitting there looking at me in the wheelchair, looking at them, they looking at me or whatnot. So the nursing came over, she done slapped the machine or whatever. And they looking at the machine, they looking back at me. They think the machine was broke. They want to go get another machine and brought it up because like my heart pressure was like down to 50. Like my kidney function was like it was down like 10%. My liver function was like my body was shutting the fuck down. Like, you know what I'm saying? And they was like they couldn't wrap their mind around how my vitals are so low, but I'm still sitting there looking at them. According to the vitals, I'm supposed to be dead. Like you know what I'm saying? But I end up seizing out, I guess, or whatever, something in the emergency room, whatever. They rushed me to the back or whatever. But I'm like you. They got me to the back. I'm in the ICU all these days. I had to figure out what's going on with me. Come to find out I had the kidney stone. Then come to find out I had E. coli poisoning. And then turn around, they say I had walking pneumonia. And then it was because of the kidney thing, I had like a severe urinary tract infection. They said the worst they had ever seen in anybody or whatnot. So it's like I just got hit all at once. You know what I mean? But I'm like you, I always been natural. So it took them a minute to figure out what was going on with me because I don't go to the doctor because I'm a natural person. So I had no records.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they look at my records up tight, like we can't find no records. So they actually got to do some fucking work now or whatnot. But I was in the hospital in the ICU in a few days. That's the most medicine I ever had in my life. When I was in the hospital. You know, they come every day. Like you said, they come every day with the cup full of pills. You gotta take these pills. You laying in this bed every day, you might get blood clots. We gotta get you shot in the stomach. Like, and I'm like, oh hell no, like y'all.
You don't know what they inject.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm starting to feel sick and nauseated from the medicine. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm feeling more sicker than I was
before you took the medicine.
when I got into the hospital. But long story short, you know what I'm saying? I'm like you. I mean, they wanted me to stay in the hospital. I left on my own. I was like, there's too much medicine. I said, I gotta go fix myself. They're like, no, you got these appointments, want to run these tests, you want to do. I was like, no, I'm going home. Like, mind you, I'm in ICU. I got a central line, my neck, like I got everything in me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Before I left, they could never even get my heart pressure back up. My heart pressure was still down like at 50 or something. They said they ain't no motherfucking live. Had your heart pressure down at 50.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? They ended up coming the day before I left, and they was like, I think it's called a pressure or some shit they had to give me. They was giving it in my central line. But they told me it's a last resort. They was like, they don't give it to people because they say if you already got some stuff going on with you, it's gonna kill you. They told me I got a 50-50 chance when they give me it, I'm gonna live off in the die. But they say that's the only way they can think to get my heart pressure back or whatever. So I was like, you know what I'm saying? But I let them do it. They hit me in my central line, and man, it felt like a motherfucker was pouring acid in my motherfucking chest. It's like my heart got to burning so much, like Drano was like acid, like I got the hot and shit. I was like, I gotta fucking stop. Like it was just like, I don't know. Long story short, it did its job. It brought my heart pressure back up, but the side effects to it was it blowed out all the veins in my toes and my hands, my feet. Like, so now I ended up with neuropathy. Like I got no feeling in my feet, no feeling in my hands. Like I can look at them and see them, goddamn it, but like I had no feeling. My feet and shit turned black and purple, like gangrene, like frostbite, toenails got the popping off. These fingers, all this shit was just purple. Like I had no fucking feeling. So now they done saved me per se, but now I'm at home. I can't walk. I can't do shit. So I'm like, yo, I'm on a goddamn walker. I left the hospital on a goddamn walker. This goddamn foot so goddamn swole up. I went to just fine. But I'm like you, I left the hospital on my own, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck y'all, I don't want none of this medicine. They prescribed me this shit. I never took none of that shit. I went home to start doing my own natural healing, my herbs, my teas. Like you were saying, every day I made a point. Soon as sun come up, I'm grounded, you know what I'm saying? I make a point, go outside barefooted every day, you know what I'm saying? On the ground, like every day, like, you know what I'm saying? And shit, I healed myself and everything came back. They were telling me my feeling might not come back in my feet, my hands, and all that shit. I started rehabbing myself, working myself, and brought myself back. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's just all natural, no prescriptions, no nothing, no doctors, no nothing. Just so I'm a firm believer in natural healing and your body fix itself.
Y'all hear that?
So
Another walking testimony. And before we go out, I'm gonna say this. When y'all start looking up these herbalists and everybody saying that they in the natural healing herbalists, please do your research, do your due diligence. Everybody that say they are herbalists and pick up and go buy herbs ain't no herbalists. Cause when you call them and you send them a message for illness, and they first thing they get to telling you, well, you need to take this,
yep.
if they not trying to get before I tell somebody to take anything, I want them to come sit on this couch with me, and I want to get to know them. I want to know this, that, and the other. I need to know your blood type. It's certain things they should want to ask you. It's certain things they should want to know.
Y'all don't know nothing else. Learn your blood type. Most people don't know their blood type. You should eat for your blood type. You should work out for your blood type. Everything is your blood type. Most people don't know their blood type. If you don't know nothing else, learn your blood type.
Learn your blood type. Please do. Because a real herbalist, that's the first thing they're going to ask you. They're going to ask you how your opinion. They're going to ask you questions. They're not just going to soon you say, well, can you tell me what can I do for neuropathy? They just get said, well, just do it. No, because you don't know what caused that neuropathy.
Yep.
You got to.
Yep.
You got to do a consultation with your person. It's just like a doctor. Only different. I'm not going to prescribe you no pills. I'm going to give you some teas and some herbs.
Mm-hmm.
But with that, hey, remember, y'all, what I always say. I want to thank you, Dee, for coming, allowing us to interview you, even though you was trying to interview me. And you can come back anytime you're ready.
No
and you can and bring your wife, because I'm getting ready to do a marriage segment. I want to know about marriage.
After you get married.
Not to get married.
I said after you get married.
After I get
Yeah,
married.
then we'll come. We go see it together, all four of us.
Well, we won't never do it. So my man will never get. I've been asking my man since we got together to come get on the couch.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna do. But you know, I believe in marriage. I believe in getting advice from other marriage couples. Even if I use what they say or not, I still like to hear. I still like to be with like-minded people. And I believe in marriage. People hang with married people, relationship hanging with, I don't, it's just, hey, that's another topic. But hey, I'm your girl, LaQuinta. That's what girl.
Also.
Remember,
Woodtainment.
hey, remember, y'all, it's not what's on you, it's what's in you. So let's try to have some good and positive things in you. And until next time, I'm your girl, LaQuinta. Come chatter with us next week.
Bye.